Listen, friends, if the Lord is making you wait, then wait. Trust me, he's trying to show you something. Maybe he's trying to show you that you're not ready for what you're asking for.
How about this? How about you just stop playing in my face?
Olivia, what's going on? If I don't see you in the classroom right now, you're going to get in big trouble, okay? I'll be there in a second. I'm running late.
Nobody takes fucking pride in anything that they do, and I get it.
Because bitches be mad at other bitches that be looking pretty.
What's possible? Well, it's possible.
Baby, let me tell you something. When this money breaks down...
Garage.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that phrase? I was unfamiliar with it.
Garage.
Oh, he's got Riz Plus.
Between screeching into this microphone, between making Cameo videos, I bet you I don't make $20 an hour.
That's not my job. So...
Guess what, hun? Your sister didn't answer the phone.
I'm a ditzy girl because I'm a fucking giggler. Oh, let me giggle. And the other guy, tell him to get the out of his mouth.
I don't give a.
They can't put ketchup in the bag, and I'm rude for asking for ketchup?
Reasonable if the hair came from him, correct?
Peg leg ass. I don't do peg leg ass.
Why are you in a chat room with James's baseball team?
Because I'm Jen McCabe.
Correction, I teach at George Mason University, not Georgetown. That's correct. It is closed source.
Can I get some ketchup?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
My God, what more do you want me to do? Do you want to blow for ketchup? You want me to throw neck for ketchup?
Absolutely, yes. That's an open source tool, but thank you. I
just came back from the dead and they told me, you still not that girl. All right.
Good morning, class. Good morning, class. Good morning, homos, heteros, mark beteros. Good morning. Here we throw neck for ketchup. I got a Venmo this morning from Becky. Thank you, Becky. She sent $5 and said, for ketchup, so you don't have to throw neck. And I responded and I said, throwing neck for ketchup is the best part. We don't even really want the ketchup. We're just trying to throw neck around here. How's everyone doing? Everyone good? Everyone good? Oh, yeah, I got my Melanie Little shirt on. I went to Cancun with Melanie Little, and all I got was this t-shirt. Hope everyone is doing well. Today, guys, we have a special guest joining class. The office will tell us when they get here. And we are going to learn about the Adelsons or the Adelsons. What's going on there? Let me see if I can put in a little... Let me see if I can put in what is it called? Where you guys vote? A poll. Let me see if I can put in a poll if you guys know about, because I don't know. I don't know nothing. Adelsons. You know it? You know it? Question mark. And it's going to be yes or no. And I want to see what you guys, how many, who knows what's going on. So just put right in there. Oh, okay. Oh, it's changing. It's changing. 66. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We gotta wait. Clara, do we gotta throw neck for the poll? Listen. It's 8:11 in the morning, but you throw neck for whatever you want to. Yes, for you. Yes. I'm very excited. Very excited about this. So first things first. Link in the description for Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy's coming over. She has a channel called Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. She does a half-hour video every morning on her channel going through all the true crime shit that she likes. She's very fun. She's very lighthearted. Definitely does not take herself too seriously, which you know I fucking love. So go ahead and give her a subscribe because she's I'm not going to lie, guys. She's that bitch. She is. Okay. She's that bitch. For me to say that, that's a, you know, I wouldn't just say that. What else? Yeah, I wanted to know about it. And she asked me to go on hers she knew virtually nothing about Karen Reed. And she was like, will you come teach me about Karen Reed? but I don't want like facts. She's like, I just want like the gossip. I want the shit that you'd hear down CVS or at the grocery store when you're testing a melon to see if it's good. She's like, I don't need the whole this, that. Don't give me nothing. And I'm like, oh, you're speaking my language. So all I've been hearing and seeing in the chat room is you gotta do Adelson, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know me, you tell me to do something, and I'm like, but it was so much that I was like, all right. And plus I had heard at CVS, someone told me at CVS that this case is full of characters, it's a crime family, and that I would like it. I'm like, all right, as long as there's no depression. Because when I went and watched Kohlberger, people do their final statements, I was like, how the fuck do you guys do this? This is so depressing. I hate this. You guys are sick. But I hope this is not like this. I don't think it's going to be like this. I think Miss Kathy's going to do us some good. Also, September 12th, 7:30 at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Turtle Boy Live. I will be with him. We will be putting on a show for people. I don't know when the tickets are going on sale, but I know they're going on sale at some point. I am extremely grateful that he thinks I'm like worthy enough to go do it with him and help him out. But listen, I never met an audience I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I can get up there and fucking I'm pumped. Will you sing? Well, I don't know. It's not Divas Live, you know. It's Turtle Boy. We got to remember, this isn't going to be like a big gay celebration. Like, he's a straight man. We got to keep it, you know. We got to keep it fun. We got to keep it fun for the whole family. So, you know, of course I'll sing live. What are you talking about? Of course, I get up anywhere. I'm going to be singing.
Room 203, you have a visitor. Room 203, you have a visitor.
Oh, looks like we have a visitor. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, guys, please get in your seats. Be good and welcome Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy, come on in, hon. Come on in. Yeah. Open the. Yeah, I know it's an old door. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, hi.
Hello. Auntie Deb and class. I am so pleased to be here with you this morning.
Well, say hi to Miss Kathy. Hi, Miss Kathy. Oh, they're so happy you're here. You guys are being so. Remember when people would do that? People would come in your classroom and everyone would sing. You'd be like, guys, say thank you.
Sing?
Like,
where did you go to school? Sing.
Well, they would sing their responses. You'd be like, guys, say thank you to the principal. And they'd be like, thank you, principal.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. That's some sort of sickness. I'm not sure what's going on there. Your intro had me crying, talking about throwing neck for ketchup. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That is Delta Work.
I was not ready. I thought I was ready. I was not ready.
Delta Work is the funniest drag queen ever, and she does a show called Very Delta. And the first part of her show is Go Off, where she goes off on. She says people like to fry the big fish. We fry the small fish here, and she likes to talk about things that just piss her off. And whenever she said throw neck for ketchup, I'm like, I need that. I need it. It's so good.
So good. It's so good.
So true.
Oh
you ask for extra ketchup or anything, and they act like it's like the world's biggest inconvenience.
Or forget about napkins. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Or it's like I feel like they won't give you like one or two like you just kind of want. If they'll be dramatic, they'll be like, here you go. Like, and they'll give you an ungodly amount to be bitchy.
Not in New York City, honey. It's all on request. You have to ask for ketchup, forks, knives, straw, everything, because it's like a conservation thing. I don't understand. But you must request. If you don't request, you do not get. You got to throw neck for napkins. Otherwise, you're wiping your face on that bag. I'm telling you. For extra ketchup, you got to give a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness. So we have people in here that don't know what throw a neck means. Ask the other classmates. We can't tell you as your teachers. It's inappropriate. The other students will fill you in. All right. So I asked you to come on and teach me all things Adelson. And when I said this last time, someone in the chat room was like, Adelson? I'm like, oh my God.
No.
Because this is an inappropriate classroom. So of course they said
no.
That. They know what it is.
Everybody's act right needs to be fully installed, tightened, screwed, lubed up, glued. People, let's get it together. We are going to learn about the Adelsons today.
I'm ready.
Everybody, take a big deep breath in and a big deep breath out. When a man and a woman love each other, sometimes they get together and get married. In this story, the story of the Adelsons, Donna Adelson, Mama Donna Adelson, married her husband, Javi.
Okay, so Mama Donna.
Mama Donna. She's
married,
the matriarch of the family.
And
Harvey
she's an
Adelson.
Or her maiden name is Adelson.
I don't know what her maiden name was, Chow. I didn't do that kind of research. Her current name is Adelson. She's been Adelson for 50, 60 years.
Oh, she's an old wench.
Oh, yeah. These are elderly people. They are senior citizens.
Okay, and she married who?
Harvey Adelson, who she calls Javi.
Oh. I already like the story.
Yes. So Javi and Donna have 3 children. Those children are Robert, the good boy.
Oh, okay.
He's the golden child, also the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Middle son, Charlie, who is the hellion, also serving life in prison, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, no.
And then Wendy Adelson is the youngest child, the princess of the family, and the reason that all of this began.
Okay. Is she the Jen McCabe of the story?
I don't know as much about Jen McCabe as I probably should.
Okay.
The chat will tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
So Robbie Adelson, the oldest boy, is like, oh, my family is crazy, right? The mother is like, you have to marry a Jewish girl. You gotta get a good Jewish girl. And he's like, right, but I fell in love with this Indian American woman and I would very much like to marry her. And the parents were like, no, and made him break up with his girlfriend from college and marry a Jewish girl.
Oh.
That marriage lasted 3 seconds and he was like, forget this. He divorced the Jewish girl, marries the Indian lady, and moves far away to northern New York State. Like
marries the girlfriend, the old girlfriend.
Yeah, he marries the Indian lady
that he was dating that they made him break up with.
They made him break up with the Jewish girl.
Okay.
And he was like,
Wait, the Jewish girl? They made him break up with the Jewish girl?
So Rob Adelson was dating an Indian woman.
Yeah.
His parents didn't like her and said, no, you got to marry a Jew.
Yeah.
So he breaks up with the Indian lady and marries a Jew.
Okay.
That marriage lasted a couple of months and he was like, I'm in love with this Indian girl. He divorces the Jewish wife, marries the Indian girl, and runs away from home. Uh-oh.
There's a ritual every morning, and it's the time. My cat gets this blue fish and cries and looks at me. And I think only thing she wants is I go pick her up and then she's good. So give me 1 second. Okay, thank you.
Oh, please. Everyone have a stretch break while the kitty is retrieved. Gives me a chance to sip from my Yeti. Find Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo on all social media platforms. You can find us at, where are we?
Plug.
Facebook, Instagram.
Plug.
Look, I'm a bitch who can sell something. Let me tell you something right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things I don't know how to do. I know how to make money.
You're selling me Adelson right now. Okay, so
yes.
Indian, Jew. Where do they live? Where'd they grow up?
The whole family grew up in Miami, South Florida.
Okay.
A family of doctors and lawyers, like highfalutin, fancy, moneyed people. Robert Adelson is like, this is some madness. My family is crazy. Me and my nice Indian wife are going to move to the cold, cold, cold tundra of Albany, Buffalo, someplace way up in New York where they get 1 million inches of snow. He gave up sunny Florida to go live near the bison up there in upstate New York.
That's how bad they were.
Mm-hmm. And he rarely sees the rest of the family. So for the most part, he's out of this story. He'll come back much, much later after the murders.
Got it.
So next is Charlie, the middle son, who went to Harvey Adelson is a dentist, like a regular, cleans your teeth, fills the cavities, run-of-the-mill dentist. His wife, Donna, works in the dental office. That's when he was young and working and stuff. Middle son, Charlie, also went to dental school, but then went on to be a periodontist so he could do gum surgeries and all these other things. He is a steroids, right?
It's always the fucking dentist.
A steroids and a narcotics enthusiast. He drives a fancy car that had the license plate that said Maestro. But it was commonly understood that the maestro, Charlie Adelson, had lots of women, was always partying it up, having a good time, worked out like crazy, sold steroids down at the gym, and really, really loved the smell of nice white powders in the Miami area. Youngest daughter, Wendy, who knives are out for Wendy. People do not like Wendy. Very pretty girl, very charming, very smart. Yeah, she's
pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
But also wears blue contact lenses to make her blue eyes bluer.
Okay.
And the hair's done, everything is done. Very charming, very lovely, very bright. Her mother was like, Wendy, you gotta get married. You need a nice Jewish boy. Now, they didn't worry about middle son Charlie, who he was marrying, because he was just dropping it low and spreading it wide, honey. Everybody could get it, and he was giving it to everybody. All the women in the local area were getting a little piece of Charlie. And word on these true crime streets is that he was not even that good at it. It was like a jackhammer kind of situation. You know what I'm saying?
How can you be good at it with all that white powder and drinking and...
Just no technique, no nothing.
Oh, Charlie.
So Donna is like, Wendy, if we're going to find you an appropriate Jewish husband, you got to go on J-Date, the Jewish dating site.
I don't have an account.
So Wendy was working in DC, I believe. And so they cruised. Wendy and her mother sat down and went through J-Date of all the eligible bachelors who were also in DC at that time. And they find one, Daniel Markel, prominent lawyer. He went to Harvard, I believe, for undergrad and for law school. He's a rising, shining star. He's fabulous. So they meet and they go on a date. And Donna is like, this is the best thing ever. He's a very, very prominent, very, very bright. He's an attorney. Wendy's an attorney. This is going to be happily ever after. A little fly in the ointment. He's super Jewish. You know how there's like diet Jewish or diet Catholic or diet anything, where you're just like, you go on the high holy days. Wendy and her family were diet Jewish.
Okay.
Danny Markel was extra strength Jewish. He wanted to keep kosher. He wanted a kosher home. He did all the things, right? Prayed on the holy days.
Why he's on J-Date.
Right. But the family is like, we're not worried about that. We're going to have some Jewish grandbabies. So these two get married and trouble starts at the wedding because Wendy's mother takes over the wedding. And Danny is like, look, for my friends and family, we need kosher food. We're very Jewish. We need kosher food. Donna was like, kosher smosha. So she orders kosher style, which means it could kind of pass as kosher, but it's not really. It's not prepared in a kosher manner. Exactly. There's shrimp in those egg rolls, the whole thing.
Right.
So at the wedding, prior to the wedding, people were saying, Danny, are you sure? He's like, no. She's beautiful. She's smart. I love her. This is going to be amazing. Danny can work any place, but he chooses to go be a professor at FSU, Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida. So up in Tally, he's a rock star. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's argumentative. He's passionate about the law. He's just like, he's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Big personality, big ego, kind of arrogant. Wendy, who's used to being the superstar, now has to take a back seat to her very flashy and well-known husband.
Okay.
Also, she can't find a job. So the university says, okay, we'll give you a little job because you're the professor's wife and we want you to be happy here. But she hates Tallahassee, hates it, and goes back down to Miami every chance she gets to see her mother and her father and the family and whatever, right?
Does
She
Charlie
gets pregnant.
and Robert, does Charlie live with the parents at this point?
Charlie lives in he lives in Fort Lauderdale. The parents are in Miami. So not far.
Not far.
Less than an hour away. But Charlie is a traveling periodontist, a business he started on his own. So he just goes from dentist office to dentist office doing their periodontal work. So he's always on the road. While he's traveling around to all these dentist office on the road, he's talking to his mom on the phone. He's got these long car rides and he likes to talk and mom likes to listen. So they talk on the phone nonstop. They have a very, very tight bond. Wendy has these two little kids. She's miserable up in Tallahassee and she's sick of Danny. And she's like, this marriage thing is not all I thought it was going to be. And so I want a divorce. And he's like, we're Jewish. We keep the family together, whatever. So she takes the kids. He goes away on a trip, on a business trip. She takes the kids, cleans out the house, leaves the divorce papers on the bed. So he comes home and he calls it his Pearl Harbor. His whole life is blown apart because his beautiful wife and his two young sons, 2 and 3 years old, are gone. The only thing in his house are divorce papers on the bed. So he's like, he's just like, okay, this is over. She's mad. We're going to go through the divorce. But he doesn't want a divorce and he's upset. So every single part of this, every single step of the divorce, because he's a lawyer, he makes her life a living hell. He writes his own briefs. He just drags her to court for every single thing. They're supposed to be co-parenting. It's not going well. The divorce is final, but they're still fighting over custody because he's like, okay, we're divorced. I still want to see my children every night. So I want to be able to tuck my kids in bed every single night. And his lawyer's like, dude, that's not a thing. Like you get them on your days and then she gets them on her days. He's like, right. But I want to tuck my kids in every night. And he starts making accusations against Wendy, accusations that could cause her to lose her law license.
Like what kind
Wendy, it was, I don't remember, some just sort of like impropriety, something related to the divorce. He was saying like, oh, she's hiding funds. It wasn't like she wasn't doing bad things out in the street, but like the legal maneuvering back and forth during the course of the divorce. He was like, some of the things she's doing with these financial disclosures, she didn't disclose everything. If I file a complaint at the bar, then she could lose her law license.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mama Donna, hates Danny Markell. She wants her baby to move back down to South Florida, back to civilization, as she calls it, in South Florida, and not up there in the Bible Belt. Oh my God, it's so terrible. So Mama Donna, when she's not on the phone with Charlie, spends the rest of her time on the phone with Wendy and sending Wendy emails, plotting and scheming about ways to get back at Danny because they hate Dan Markell.
So Charlie and Mama Donna are plotting against Danny.
So does
Wendy know this? Yeah.
Yes.
Right, obviously.
Wendy's the one feeding them the information. Like, you're not going to believe what he did to me. Anytime there's a ruling from the court, she forwards it to her mother. She forwards it to all her friends. And so she's like, look at me. It's terrible. All these terrible things he's doing to me. And finally, Charlie is like, listen, I'm tired of this. Like, can we come up with a plan to just get you out of this marriage, get you back down to South Florida? Dan Markell will not budge. He insists on parenting his children. Shame on him. So they hatch an evil plan. They decide, well, first of all, they're like, we'll give him $1 million. We'll say to him, if you take $1 million, you could take and let Wendy and the boys move down to South Florida. You could fly back and forth on days you're not teaching. You could do anything you want. Here's cash. Just let Wendy move to South Florida. And Danny says no. The straw that breaks the camel's back. You have a question.
I do.
What is it?
Why is it up to him if she can go to South Florida?
Because when you have shared custody, those kids have to have equal access to both parents. And if she's in South Florida, he's not going to be able to tuck those babies in every night like he wants. They're
And he'll
2 and
go
3
after
years
her.
old.
He'll be like, get your bitch ass back up here.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
Right.
When you have shared custody, you can't leave the jurisdiction.
Okay.
The judge will decide, like once the kids are old enough or whatever. But keep in mind, she's got a 2 and a 3-year-old. She's got at least a decade before these kids get a say in where they want to live or whatever. He wants to raise the kids to be very religious. She does not. It's a big disconnect.
Okay.
So one time, every night he talks to the kids on FaceTime, tells them good night, right? One time they're on FaceTime and one of the little boys says, "Grandma hates you." And Danny is like, What? What do you mean grandma hates me? She says you want to take her sunshines away, meaning these 2 little kids. Dan Markel is writing to the court and he's just like, this is parental alienation. He has a knack for making a mountain out of a molehill. What she said was wrong and terrible, but he's like, I will fight this to the ends of the earth. So the Adelson family decide, obviously, if he's not going to take the $1 million, we have no choice but to kill him. So a plan is hatched. They decide to do potluck murder. You know what a potluck is?
Yes.
A potluck is when everybody pitches in and then something happens. Usually at a potluck, it's a party. In this case, they're all going to pitch in money to pay for a hitman. So they agree. We are going to find ourselves a hitman, and they find a hitman, and the hitman says it's $50,000. Give me $50,000 and I will knock off this terrible, mean ex-husband. They give the guy $50,000 and he runs off and is never seen or heard from again. It's not like they can call the police and report that they just got robbed.
Oh, good for him.
So then they're like, okay, plan B. We still want to kill this dude, but we're going to do it in a different way. Charlie, who's dating every woman he can find, keep in mind, I said that the Adelsons are Jewish, which means almost by definition, but not definitely, they are white. In this case, this is a white family. Charlie is the UN of penis. He dates everybody. It just goes everywhere. Everybody gets a taste.
He's the Benetton penis. United Colors.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. He really, really loves brown girls, but he's not that picky. He sees a nice brown girl down there at the office working the phones at his father's dental practice. This lady, Katie McBanawa. Katie's cute. I believe she's at least part Filipino. I don't know what her ethnicity is.
Love that.
Yeah, she's he was like, let me get a little bit of this swirl. Yeah. So Katie is working as a receptionist at the dental office. She's cute, she's teeny, she's got a cute figure, she's a bottle girl at the club.
Oh,
and
okay.
So Charlie starts dating her. She's got a couple of kids with this guy, and on their first or possibly second date, he says, "Hey, do you know somebody who could hurt a person?" And she's like, "Yeah, why?" Because, Katie from the hood. Katie knows people. She's like, "Yeah, why?" He says, "I got a job I need done." It's unclear how the information was transferred from Katie to the hitman. There's a bunch of different stories about how that went down. But ultimately, Katie goes to her baby daddy and says, "Hey, Sigfredo, me and you have broken up. We're fighting over our kids. I know a guy who wants his sister's ex-husband pew-pewed and taken off the playing field. Can you do it?" And Sigfredo was like, "Okay, yeah, for a certain amount of money, blah, blah, blah." They discuss price. So Charlie talks to his family. "Okay, I found a new hit person, but we're going to do it nice and easy. I'm only going to talk to Katie. Katie's going to talk to the hitman." So The Adelsons never meet, never talk to, never have any direct contact with the hitmen. Katie gets a deposit of like $5,000 from Charlie and gives it to the hitman. The hitman, her baby daddy, Sigfredo Garcia, gets his friend, Luis Garcia. These two nunchucks, these boys, oh my God, not the sharpest tools in the shed. They are also narcotics enthusiasts. Sigfredo was just like a regular hoodlum. Luis Garcia is a Latin king. He's a part of the Latin King gang, which later got shortened to Aladdin King, but he is part of the Latin Kings gang, or was at the time. He has, I believe, a 7th or 8th grade education and is functionally illiterate.
Okay.
But he has risen up high in the gang structure and he's over the North Miami, whatever. So these are the dudes to do it. They get the money, they're drinking a lot, they're using a lot of cocaine. They drive up to North Florida to scout out the situation. And on the first trip up to North Florida, they don't get the job done. Danny's with the kids, whatever. And Luis, yes, he's a narcotics enthusiast and a member of the gang, but he's like, I got kids. I'm not doing anything in front of kids. So they go back down to South Florida and they're like, we got to wait till the next time. The second time they go, it's like, look, you got to get this done. Time is running out. You got to get this done. This dude is terrible to his wife. This woman just wants her kids back. The guy is doing terrible things to the kids. You know, the same old song. The kids are in danger. You're doing a good thing. So Sigfredo and Luis, whose nicknames are Tato and Toto or something like that, they have very similar nicknames. I'm going to use their government names because, I can't keep track of all that other stuff.
Okay.
So they drive up north, and while they're playing around, they're high on cocaine. They're drinking a lot. And Sigfredo is playing with the gun in his pocket and shoots a hole through the floor of the rental car. When he shot a hole through the floor of the rental car, he broke the gas line. It severed the gas line. So they have to go to like a car place and fix up the gas line so that the car will keep going, because it's a hybrid. It's like a Prius. So it's gas and electric, whatever. The severed gas line becomes relevant later. They drive up. Luis Garcia is driving the car. The Latin King gang member is driving the car. They follow Danny around. They see him drop off his kids at daycare. They see him go to the gym. After he leaves the gym, he goes to his house. They pull up in his driveway behind him. Sigfredo's like, no, I got this. Jumps out of the car, runs into Danny's garage, shoots him twice in the face, gets back in the car, and they speed away and go back down to Miami. Yeah. As soon as the job is done, well, shortly after, one of the neighbors is like, what was that I heard? And why is Professor Markel just sitting there in his garage? Goes over, sees that his neighbor has been shot in the face and calls the police. Says, I saw a car speeding away. Oh my God. So the police are swarming. Wendy is living in Tallahassee at this time. And she knew, allegedly, that the hit was going to go down on this particular day. So she's running an errand and she tries to drive down her ex-husband's street, but she sees it's all blocked off by the police. So she goes around and goes on her merry way. By the time the hitmen call and say, okay, the job is done, they call Katie and say, okay, we did it. The job is done. When can we get our money? We want our money right now. Katie says, yeah, I know it's done. How would they have known it was done if Wendy isn't the one who told them? But that's another story for another day.
So they were curious as to how Katie knew.
Yeah, how would Katie? Because literally it went down, and then minutes later they call and say, "Yeah, we did the thing."
Well, it's a Jewish family. All they do is talk to each other. What do you think? Of course they know. They know. Of course, of course.
But like right away,
Mm-hmm.
It's known in Miami that the hit has gone down. It is believed that Wendy in her little sojourn trying to go down the street and then turning around and going another way, saw the police, saw everything, and was like, oh shoot, they did it.
Right.
So called and was like, yo, something's going down on Danny Street. And the phone tree goes.
Right.
All the people in Miami are having their regular day. The hitmen are speeding back down to South Florida, and they're like, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? And Charlie is like, okay, Katie, tell them I'm going to get them their money. They'll have their money in the morning. The hitmen are like, nah,
No.
we did this job. I want my money right now. And she's like, okay, I'm going to get it. I'm going to go get your money. So Katie goes to Charlie's house and is like, yo, these dudes want their money. You promised them $100,000. Give them the $100,000. So Charlie Adelson is like, okay, hang on. I got to get it out of my safe. Meanwhile, up in North Florida, Wendy has been notified by the police. We have terrible news. Your husband's been shot. We don't expect him to make it. She's called her mom on the phone and said, Mom, oh my gosh, are you sitting down? You're never going to believe this. Something terrible has happened. I need you to come up here and help me right now. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. The parents leave their home in South Florida and drive the 6 hours north to Tallahassee. On their way to Tallahassee, they stop by Charlie's house to drop off money, to say hello, to run an errand. Unclear, but they drop something off at Charlie's house. Katie shows up and is like, give me my money, because my baby daddy and his friend are real mad. They want their money right now.
Siggy and Louie.
Yep. So they're given $100 bills that are stacked neatly and stapled in the corner with a staple. Also, some of the money is damp and some of it is moldy. It is believed that Donna Adelson physically washed the money in her washing machine, but did not dry it all the way. So the money was wet and it was wet, and so she stored it in plastic bags, and so the money got moldy. She was not clear on how money laundering worked.
Fuck off.
I swear
Is
to
that
God,
real?
that is real.
Is the reason because it's laundering? Is that really why? You're lying.
I wish I was making this up. She literally washed the money. She stops
Where's
by Charlie's.
Harvey to smack this bitch around and tell her what's up? What's he doing?
Harvey is sitting there quietly right beside her, like, we're just a nice, happy family. We're going to go help our wayward daughter up in North Florida. Isn't this terrible?
She needs to stop washing money and start throwing neck for Harvey. What? All right. Okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I haven't even gotten to the best parts yet.
Okay. I'm in. I'm in, by the way. I'm in.
So up in North Florida, Wendy is like, Mom, it's so terrible. And the parents are like, oh, Wendy, this is so sad. Pack up all your stuff and let's move to South Florida like we wanted to do. Immediately, because Jews, like in the Jewish faith, you bury your dead right away. Like no embalming, no nothing, bury him right away. They get him buried right away. The next day, Wendy and the two kids pack up everything they own and move down to South Florida and move into an apartment. So it's Wendy, her parents, Donna and Harvey living in an apartment together, and Wendy's two kids.
Okay, everyone but Charlie and Robert. Okay.
Yeah, Rob's living up in North Florida. Now,
oh, that's right.
At one point prior to Danny's murder, Charlie had made a joke saying, I wanted to get you a divorce present. My divorce present to you was going to be, I was going to shoot your husband, but this TV was cheaper. So he got her this brand new TV. So there's all this talk about, like, Charlie said he would kill the brother-in-law, but he was just joking. He got me this TV because this TV was supposed to be less expensive than a hitman. And this hitman joke comes up over and over and over again in this story. It's constantly referenced, the hitman joke. So Danny dies. Wendy moves down to South Florida and she's like, I don't know who could have done this to keep my precious sons safe. I'm going to change their last name from Markel to Adelson because maybe it was somebody who was just targeting this very prolific and outspoken professor, Danny Markel. So she changes her boys' names to Adelson. They are Lincoln and Benjamin Adelson now. She also changed one of the boys' middle name because one of the middle names of the kids was to honor one of Danny's relatives. They changed the middle name as well, basically stripping everything related to their father out of their life.
Okay.
So she's living in South Florida with her parents. The parents are there and they're taking the kids to swimming lessons and piano lessons in school and doing all the things. She's living the life that she wants to live. Meanwhile, the police up in North Florida are investigating and they can't find any reason why Danny would have been killed. Wendy, she talks to the police the day he's killed, but she never talks to the police again. She's like, look, I stayed here for hours. I told you everything I know. I'm going to South Florida where it's quote unquote safe. Right. The police investigate and investigate. Finally, they do geofencing where they take the cell phone towers and they're like, okay, who was in this area? What is the one phone number that it does not have the same area code that stands out, whatever? And they are able to find a cell phone that is linked to South Florida. So by tracing this cell phone that they got from the geofencing, they're like, wait, of all these people in Tallahassee, Leon County, there's one phone number that connects down to Miami, where Wendy is from. They find that phone number, they trace that phone number, and they find that that phone number was used at a car rental agency. They go to the car rental agency and they see where Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera have rented a car in their own names. So, like that, they have the names of these two hitmen. They have the car that was rented. So then they go back up to the video cameras and things in the area and they say, okay, we know this guy rented this Prius. Where do we see this Prius on different video cameras? And how can we track this phone number that we now have? So they can see, oh, here's where the hitman went up north. Here's where the hitman followed him around. Here's where they went to his house. Here's them driving back down to South Florida immediately after the shooting. So they arrest the two hitmen. Please know it takes a couple of years for them to get these two hitmen because this investigation takes a really long time. The two hitmen get arrested and the seasoned gang member, both of them are up for the death penalty, right? Sigfredo Garcia says, I'm not saying anything. He got paid money. He's living his best life. Katie McBanawa, the go-between, she got money at the time of the crime. She also got ongoing expenses paid by the Adelson family. Charlie Adelson paid for her to get a set of breast implants, which I have since taken to calling murder boobs. She's like, I'm out here living my best life. I got murder boobs. My baby's daddy is off my back. I put money in his pocket. I put money in his friend's pocket. We're all living happily ever after. And then the two hitmen get arrested. And everybody's like, everybody's butt got tight, right? They're like, ooh, what happened? And so Sigfredo is like, I'm not saying a word. I'm saying nothing. Luis Garcia, who has a lot of history in the penal system, was like, It takes time to soften him up, but he's like, I'm not doing the death penalty. I'm not going to jail for life. I thought we should just rob these people and take their money. I'm a stick-up kid. I'm not out here about murdering people. What do you want to know? And so they said, well, give us something. Tell us what you know about this crime. So he tells everything that he knows about the crime. And they said, well, where's the car? How can we confirm that what you're saying is true? And he said, check the brake line. Because when we were driving in the car, Sigfredo shot through the floor and it broke the brake line or the gas line. And I had to repair it. If you hunt down that car and you look underneath it, you'll see where the gas line was severed and where I repaired it. And he talked about this like sort of janky repair that he did. So they find the car. The car had been rented to Hertz or Ace or something. Hertz had then sold the car to somebody else, like a company. That company had put like all their they wrapped it. They put their decals and logos on it. So in court, you see this picture of this car wrapped in all this company logos. It's up on a lift, and you can see where the brake line has been repaired with this real janky repair that Luis did. So they're like, okay, now that we know you're telling the truth, hitman, tell us every single thing. He was already going to jail on a RICO charge. They were talking life exposure. You could do life in prison for your association with killing this professor. Tell us what you know, and we'll give you less time. He was already going to do 12 years. For another, if he did another 7 years on this crime, he could walk free when his time was up. And so he's like, great. He takes the deal. He rolls over on Sigfredo and Katie. And it's like, I have nothing to do with these people. Thought we should just rob them. Sigfredo was the one with the gun. Sigfredo jumped out of the car. This is Katie's boyfriend. Like, So Luis Garcia, illiterate associate murderer, is actually scheduled to be released relatively soon, like within the next 5 years or so. He will be walking free in these streets where everybody else who has been convicted in this case is now doing life in prison. Sigfredo Garcia and Katie McBanawa go to trial in a joint trial, and they're both going, it wasn't me, it was him, it was her, it wasn't me. Sigfredo gets convicted and is sentenced to life in prison. The jury for Katie hangs. Of the 12 jurors, one juror said, I can't send this woman to prison because these people have 2 or 3 kids. I can't let both of these kids have no parents. So this one juror absolutely refuses to convict Katie. Katie takes that to mean, oh, well, if I go to trial again, then I could just be out here free raising my kids. And so she goes to trial again with a lawyer by the name of Tara Kawas. Tara Kawas is relatively, like, she's not major in this case. The thing that makes Tara Kawas meaningful is that Katie was offered a deal. Katie, give us the Adelsons and you can go home. Sigfredo's going to do life. Luis is going to do like 19 years. You could go home and raise your children if you give us Charlie and the Adelsons. And she says, no. My lawyer, Tara Kawas, says that we can walk free. Why are all the brown people locked up and all the white people are free? She's like, I'm team white folks. So my lawyer has talked to me about this. I understand the deal. I think I can walk on this. I'm going to go free. Keep in mind, the jury was 11-1 to convict. And so she goes to trial and she stands up there and she's like, I don't know what happened. My baby's daddy did this terrible thing. It had nothing to do with me. And prosecutor Georgia Kappelman laid out the case step by step, all the information. And Katie McBanawa gets convicted and sentenced to life in prison when she could have gone home and raised her children. Tara Kawas is notable at the conviction because she is crying harder than Katie. She cannot pull herself together. She's hysterical because she's like, I thought she was just a mother and blah, blah, blah. Tara Kawas is now representing Courtney Clenny, the OnlyFans model who stabbed up her boyfriend. So Katie is in prison for life.
The blonde chick?
Yes.
I think I heard about that.
Yep. Katie McBanawa is now in prison for the rest of her life with no possibility of parole on a murder charge. And her and her murder boobs are over there sitting in the prison. Her brother is raising her kids. Her brother has his own legal troubles, but she's like, oh my God. And the Adelsons are like, this is terrible. I can't believe this happened. Wait, what is this? No sooner than Katie gets convicted, Georgia Kappelman is like, oh, I'm not through with y'all. Somebody go pick up Charlie. And Charlie Adelson, the maestro, gets arrested. The whole family freaks out.
So Georgia Kappelman sent for Charlie.
Yeah,
to
but
go
for
get
the
arrested.
murder. Yep.
They can just do that?
Yeah, because based on the case, I mean, I would imagine that up there in Tallahassee, they had enough information to get all these people at the same time, but they're like, nope, we're going to do it one by one. We got a confession out of one hitman. We got LWOPed out of the second hitman. We got 2 trials later, we got Katie Megbanawa. That's all of the people who are closely associated with this murder, all locked away, going to jail. Who's next? Charlie Adelson, the person, that middle son who was like, I could get a hitman, but this TV was cheaper. The maestro.
If like during the trial of Katie, if like they made the connection that like Katie was dating Charlie, it's Charlie's sister's husband.
They absolutely did.
Okay.
Yeah, they made that connection. They made that connection. She kept saying the reason that this happened was that Sigfredo was jealous. They were like, Katie is dating this dentist, and to get back at the dentist, her baby daddy is going to go kill the ex-brother-in-law of it. Like, it didn't make sense. But she was like, no. He did this on his own to get back at me and to upset Charlie.
And Louise,
why would he?
Sung like a canary, right?
Yeah. Louise is like, no.
Yeah.
Louise, who literally, like, these people were like all college educated and fancy and whatever. Louise cannot read. Like, totally illiterate. But he's like, nah. He's plain and simple and straightforward. And honestly, he's like, I got nothing to lose. I'm sitting over here in the feds. What do you want to know?
I like Louise.
So do I. And he has had a serious prison glow up. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, wait. I was going to say, he's a poppy. What is he? Is he cute?
Yes.
Hold on.
When he was out there doing cocaine and drinking and stuff, not so much. But now, honey.
What's his last name?
Google Luis Rivera.
Garcia. Okay, hold on.
No, Luis Rivera. Wait, is it Rivera or Garcia?
You said Garcia.
Possible. Sigfredo Garcia.
Luis Rivera, Dan Markel. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Images.
Just Google him. Hotness. And when he comes into court, there's something about his shackle shuffle that's sexy.
Oh,
you know how like when they come to court and they're like,
Marquera was handsome.
Yes. It's sad.
He looks like a Latin king.
Mm-hmm. Hot.
When did this happen?
11 years ago. 2014? Yeah.
Wangul. All right. Okay. So So we're at
all the brown people
Georgia says bring
at
me
this
Charlie.
point. Charlie is like, bring me the head. I mean, yeah, Georgia's like, bring me the head of Charlie Adelson. So she arrests Charlie, right? Charlie is like, I can't believe this. It was not me. It was the brown people. All the brown people did it. This didn't have anything to do with me. So apparently, ever since the murders, his life has been a mess. The police have tapped the phones. He's a nervous wreck. All the press around the murder of the professor. There's podcasts that have been created. Dateline, NBC, at this point, prior to Charlie's arrest, Dateline had run several episodes about it. It's everywhere. So they thought they were going to bump off this guy and go live happily ever after. But it got so much press that they literally cannot live normal lives. Their phones are all tapped. Everybody is looking at them crazy. Charlie is losing work. Nobody wants to work with the murderous dentist, or everybody is just like, obviously the Adelsons did this. And they're like, what? Who, us? We're just a nice Jewish family. Their lives are ruined. Number one, from their actions. Number two, from the press. Dateline did Dateline did a regular episode about this, but they also did like a special podcast series called Over My Dead Body. Over My Dead Body was long form content where they would cover one murder each season. I believe the very first season was called Tally Trap, like Tally, Tally Trap. And it covers in detail the murder of Dan Markel. In Tally Trap, they have like way more information that you could ever put in like a 2-hour Dateline or a 2-hour podcast even. I believe it's like 8 episodes or something. It's a ton of information about this case.
Have you listened to it?
Yes, twice.
Worth it? Oh, it's worth it?
Totally worth it.
So I have to download
Totally worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're on a long drive or you just like doing chores around the house or whatever, it would come out every week. And every week I was like, when's the episode of Tally Trap coming out? But the overarching series was called Over My Dead Body. The season was called Tally Trap because it's like being trapped in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Yep. So Charlie gets arrested and they're like, yeah, hey there, Charlie. Turns out we've been bugging your phones all this time and we have all this all this audio tape. But at one point, when Charlie was still free, they weren't really talking about it so much anymore. These wiretaps were up, but the family is just talking about other regular stuff. And so the FBI is like, well, we have to do this thing. Now, I have heard this technique called tickling the wire, where you say something that's going to get all the conspirators talking. In this case, they're calling it the bump. So the bump is when you take an action that's going to spook everybody who you're tapping to get them to come out and say something, right? So in this case, the bump was a Hispanic guy approaching Donna on the street one day after she has dropped off her kids at the daycare. And he's just like, hey, Mrs. Adelson, like he pronounces her name wrong and everything. And he comes very mild-mannered, this Hispanic guy. He's like, hey, listen, I know my brother helped you take care of that problem up north and you've been taking care of Katie, but my brother, he didn't get as much money as he should. And, we are really looking for you to really help my brother out. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You must have the wrong person. And he's like, this will explain it to you. And he gives her a piece of paper that has a phone number she's supposed to call and a news article talking about the case. Now, if a random stranger approaches me on the street with some madness like this, I would be like, help, police. She takes the piece of paper, puts it in her bag, and goes on her merry way. She gets home and immediately calls Charlie. And it's like, Charlie, the kids are here. I can't say what I need to say, but me and you have to talk. You have to drive here right now. We have to talk. He's like, well, I'm busy. I have this. I have that. He's like, is it about the IRS? Is it about Yelp reviews? She's like, we have to talk. We can't talk on the phones because they know the phones are probably tapped. And so there's all this like scuttlebutt. And so Charlie hangs up the phone and calls Katie and is like, Katie, some dude approached my mom on the street, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Calls her in prison?
Oh, the bump happened before they went to prison, I guess.
Okay.
Right, before everybody got locked up. But he called her on the phone on a tapped line. And so I guess that was before everybody went to prison, because what happened was everybody starts talking about this bump. They're like, this thing happened 2 years ago. Why are we talking about it now? There's all this scuttlebutt back and forth. Everybody's phones are lighting up and all they could talk about is this case. Everybody, meaning all the co-conspirators. Wendy does not talk about it, but the people who are talking about it are Donna Adelson, Charlie Adelson, Katie Magbanawa, and Sigfredo Garcia. I don't think Luis was ever called. Luis is like, I got my money. I'm on my merry way.
Mm-hmm.
But those 4 co-conspirators, chatter. And then surely, I'm not sure if the bump was used in their trials or not, but ultimately they get arrested. The bump video, because it's on video, it's on audio, like you can get it in every format you want it on. It's all over YouTube. So on the heels of the bump, everybody started acting super suspicious. And so Donna is trying to explain to Charlie what the problem is, and Charlie is not getting it. And she's like, well, it's about a TV, code word for the murder from up north.
From the joke.
And she's like, this TV is about meaning $5,000, because the bump guy was asking for $5,000. Give me $5,000 and I'll make this go away.
Yeah.
So there's all this scuttlebutt back and forth. And finally, Katie goes to a restaurant with Charlie And they have a very long conversation that is recorded by an undercover detective who's there in the cafe with them. But the recording is very, very hard to hear because of background noise and all this other stuff. So I believe that is the Dolce Vita. The restaurant was called Dolce Vita. There's two recordings in two different restaurants. One of them is Dolce Vita, but there's a lot of chatter about the Dolce Vita recording because it's Charlie and Katie talking about the bump, and Charlie saying, listen, if these guys are trying to blackmail me, if they're coming after my family, I will end them, Katie. You don't understand. I will end them. Me and you, we're ride or die, but I will end them. They can't mess with the family. And he's like, oh, Billy Badass on this. And she's like, okay, we called the number. We didn't get a response, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of chatter at on the Dolce Vita tape about the bump. Ultimately, everybody goes to trial. Not everybody. All the brown people go to trial, get arrested. They're locked up.
It's true.
Right? Charlie gets arrested from Katie's trial, where the Dolce Vita tape is really hard to hear. Each trial takes it's a long period of time between each one. The time between Katie's trial and Charlie's trial is long enough that technology has improved and they're able to clean up the Dolce Vita tape, and they filtered out all the background and you can hear the conversation between Charlie and Katie more clearly. And if you know, then it's clear that they're talking about the bump. And Charlie is like, I won't be blackmailed. Now, he's like, $5,000, you tell them, I'll give them $5,000, but only this one time. And if they keep coming back, I'll kill them all. Like, he's all like, rrr. So when Charlie gets arrested and goes to trial, when Charlie gets arrested, his mother is like, don't worry about it. Since this all started, we have hired a family lawyer by the name of Daniel Rashbaum, and Daniel Rashbaum is going to help us out. Daniel Rashbaum, the very litigious South Florida attorney. Hi, Rashi. Good morning. How you doing? How's your family? How's your mom and them? We say real nice to Daniel Rashbaum because he got a lot of money. He likes to sue people. He's our favorite. Anyway, so Daniel Rashbaum was Donna and Harvey's attorney. And he's advising them, and don't worry about it, and don't talk to the police, and whatever. So when Charlie gets arrested, Donna says, don't worry. Me and your father, we have this attorney. He's going to help you, Daniel Rashbaum. So Daniel Rashbaum, Rashi, takes on Charlie Adelson's case. Keep in mind, the murder was up in North Florida. The trial is up in North Florida. All of these people are from South Florida. Daniel Rashbaum lives in like the Miami area. He's a very South Florida guy.
Mm-hmm.
He flies up into Miami. He flies up into Tallahassee. And he's like, hey, I'm going to run this show. We're going to get this all together. And he brings in a New York jury consultant. And this jury, because the Adelsons have money. They got money to throw at this trial. And they believe from the bottom of their hearts that their dear sweet Charlie has been, well, at least they're telling people, our dear sweet Charlie has been accused of this heinous thing, which we know he didn't do, despite the mountain of evidence. But Daniel Rashbaum, our family attorney, is going to get him off. No, Rashi doesn't normally do criminal cases, but don't worry, it's going to be fine. So Daniel Rashbaum comes and he brings in the New York attorney, and they're going to voir dire this North Florida jury. There's a very big cultural disconnect that the Adelsons are not quite aware of, because the more north you go in Florida, the more south you get. North Florida is more like Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama than it is like big metropolitan Miami. So Charlie goes to trial, and Charlie's story is this: I was being blackmailed. His story is, I was minding my own business, and then my brother-in-law got killed, and I was devastated. And what I found out after his death was Katie, the girl I was dating, she told her baby daddy that my family and I have all this money. And so they were extorting us. They said, okay, we went and we killed your brother-in-law without telling you for no good reason. And now give us a bunch of money or we're going to hurt you. And he's like, so I gave them money. It was those evil Latin kings who did this all to us. And so it was a double extortion. And I was like, the whole internet was like, boy, you have got to be kidding me. This is your story. They took a murder on spec, like we're going to kill your brother-in-law and then come back and tell you we did it and then force you to give money. Sure, that's true. So that was his story through the whole case. And Daniel Rashbaum kept getting up there saying, Aladdin King threatened him. Katie told him that Aladdin King was going to do this. And I was like, it's not Aladdin King. It's
that's why they said Aladdin
a
King?
Latin king, because Luis was a Latin King gang member.
Yeah.
Daniel Rashbaum pronounced it Aladdin King. Like, I will show you the world shining, shimmering, splendid.
Rapping.
So he kept saying, the Latin kings, Aladdin King, Aladdin King, Aladdin King. My poor client is innocent. He was being blackmailed by Aladdin King. And he told this story. He rode this horse until the wheels came off. I know I'm mixing my metaphors, but he just kept saying it was Aladdin King, Aladdin King, Aladdin King. My poor hapless Jewish dentist would not have done this thing. At trial, Charlie had sat in jail. By the time his trial came around, he'd sat in jail for 2 years. He looked a hot ass mess. He was pasty. He was washed out. He was unshaven. He looked like a criminal. He had murder face like you can't even imagine.
Murder boobs and murder face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was looking a mess.
Was he handsome before? No.
He was okay before.
Oh, he was okay.
Yeah. But by the time trial came around, I was like, ooh, boo-boo. He was clearly a broken man. So all through his trial, Diva Georgia Kappelman, the prosecutor, quietly, calmly laid it out. Georgia Kappelman is a little bit Southern, and she was just like, use your common sense, y'all. Like, she's not super Southern. She's just like a little edge of Southern, a little bit down home, right? So, gorgeous hair, tall, amazing suits, unflappable. We love Georgia. So
yeah,
Georgia gets awesome. Up. She's amazing. She's amazing. She gets up, she lays out the case, she explains it, and she's just like, use your common sense. Why would this, then this, then this, then this? It was Charlie Adelson. And Daniel Rashbaum got up and he marched around the courtroom and he objected and he did all the things. And I was like, does Rashy know he's losing? Because he's losing. Daniel Rashbaum had told the Adelsons, his original clients, I will be driving Charlie home. Get Charlie's room ready. This is going great. Charlie did great on the stand because he took the stand in his own defense and he explained everything poorly, looking like a scumbag. And so the jury deliberated for 2 hours and finds him guilty. He is sentenced he got LWOP'd, life without the possibility of parole.
LWOP'd. I love that.
So Charlie is like,
I've never heard that before. I fucking love that.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, he's LWOP'd.
Oh my God.
Charlie is like, oh my God, I now have to spend the rest of my life in prison. Also, my lawyer has spent the last week blaming Aladdin King. I am a white Jewish man. Guess who runs the prisons? Not white Jewish dentists. Gang members,
Aladdin
including,
Kings,
but not limited to, the Latin Kings.
This is the Cave of Wonders.
Charlie was like, no. I got a plan. I've heard about a prison where they put people who are like high profile prisoners and sex offenders and things like that. I'll go over to that prison where it's all people who are high profile, people who would not otherwise be safe. I'm going to go over to that prison and I'll be safe over there. He gets transferred to that prison where there are also Aladdin Kings who want a piece of him.
Because he blames
So Charlie's
them. And they
P.S.
they all talk. You think they don't know? They all talk.
Here, they're all true crime fans. They're probably
Aladdin
watching
Kings
this right now.
up here, no Aladdin Kings down there. Like,
yes,
that's how
yes.
this works.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So he's like, Rorge, like there's no place to run. The day that Charlie gets arrested, now this is where this case gets really, really interesting. The day that Charlie is convicted, honey, there's more. But wait, there's more. The day Charlie gets convicted, by the time Charlie is convicted, Rob Adelson is still living up in North Florida, upstate New York, having nothing to do with his family. Wendy is living in Miami and she barely talks to her mother, if ever. Won't have anything to do with her family because she's like, y'all involved in crime and that's some high profile stuff. I don't have anything to do with this. So why do you have me in it? She is not dealing with her family at all. So her parents are an island unto themselves. These two parents who have sacrificed everything, killing a dude for their daughter. Now this daughter barely speaks to them. And obviously they're upset. Charlie, who's a chatty Cathy, spends all his time talking to his mama. He's on the phones in prison talking to his mama, including the day he's convicted. His parents do not go to his trial up in North Florida. He gets convicted and he gets phone privileges. And he's like, Ma, they put me in this solitary cell because they're afraid I'm going to hurt myself. And he's like, mentally, I'm okay. I can deal with this. I just need to get out of this solitary cell. And to soothe himself, he talks to his mother on the phone for hours at a time. The problem is that the jail phone system is not that good. It costs $6. Every time you initiate a call, it's $6. And then you're charged per minute. These people have money. They'll pay for the phone calls. But because the jail system is janky, sometimes the call drops. When the call drops, if you hang on, sometimes Charlie will come back. Sometimes you just have to hang up the phone and start over. The day Charlie gets convicted, he's on the phone with his mother. Remember, jail phone calls are all recorded, and you are advised from jump, jail phone calls are all recorded. Charlie's on the phone with his mom. This is terrible. I can't believe they did this. This was not a jury of my peers. These are these Tallahassee folks. They're not like me. I'm so fancy. Bitch, whine, complain. The call drops. Donna has I have speculated, Donna has in an earbud, right? But her phone is laying someplace else in the house. The call drops and continues to record. Charlie is gone off the call. So now the only person on this open phone line is Donna. And so you hear Donna say, yeah, I was talking to Charlie, but the call dropped. I know a lot of times if you hold on, he'll come back. So she's walking around the house talking to her friends, and talking to her friends with her earbud still in her ear and that line still alive, she says, this is terrible. I don't know what we're going to do. We've been looking for a non-extradition country. We have to leave right away. We have to go to Vietnam, or we've had a good life. This has been wonderful. We're going to take some pills and just end it all. And then we'll leave a note and tell them when to come and pick up our bodies. She gives up the whole game. On this recorded jail line, she says she's planning to flee. She's planning to flee to Vietnam. If she can't flee to Vietnam, her and her husband are going to off themselves and leave a note so people know when and where to come and get their bodies. They can't take this. Wendy's not talking to them. Wendy doesn't deal with them. It's like they have no children. Their life is over. This is all so terrible. And then you hear on this recorded phone call, somebody say, wait, whose phone is this? This phone is still turned on. And she's like, oh, I thought the call disconnected. Click. And then the phone cuts off. On that recorded jail phone call where she gave up her entire plan to flee the country, of course, the jail was listening because these calls are sometimes live monitored, meaning there's somebody else on the phone listening while you're talking. Sometimes they're listening.
These fuckers.
So they tell their whole plan. We've set up our estate planning. Our attorney is here in the house now. She tells everything. She failed shut up class.
The Caribbean people right now are thinking the same thing I am, which is she's telling them everything, which is a line.
She's telling them everything. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. She told on herself.
Donna.
So she then calls these people, like friends, like people she knows from the community who have vacationed in Vietnam, who she rarely speaks to. And is like, hey, how you doing? Listen, we're planning a trip to Vietnam, and can you tell us like where's the good hotels and where's this, and this? And they talk to her and they're like, okay, yeah, great. It's nice to hear from you. Sorry to hear about your son. They hang up the phone. I'm like, boop, 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 hello, police. It sounds like she's trying to flee to Vietnam. We don't even really know her like that. She called us and she's asking for hotels and stuff like, y'all should go pick her up because this is sounding bad. So in my mind, right? This is me, Kathy. In my personal life, I had booked a family cruise. Me and my whole fam, I was like, ooh, the Adelson case is done. I'm going to go. I'm going to be on my cruise. This is going to be wonderful. I fly into the Miami airport. I get on my cruise ship and I'm sailing my behind over to the Dominican Republic or wherever we went on that particular cruise. And my phone starts blowing up out at sea. Donna Adelson has been arrested trying to flee Miami. And I was like, what? I froke all the way out. I was like, we got to upgrade the internet package. I have to see this video. I have to find out what happened. And word started leaking that there was an intercepted jail phone call, and that's why she was arrested. But we didn't know all the details. And then the video of the arrest comes out. You see Donna and Harvey on the jet bridge boarding the plane to Vietnam. They have bought one-way tickets to Vietnam, and the FBI approaches them on the jetway, not even in the airport, not at security. They've got tickets in hand. They are ready to go. They are literally steps from freedom. And the FBI says, excuse me, are you Harvey and Donna Adelson? And she says, yes. And they say, Mrs. Adelson, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. And I was like, honey, the scream, I scrumped. You do not even understand. So she has her phone, right? And they're like, you have to give us your phone. She's like, no, my lawyer says you can't take my phone. And so she's fighting with the police officer over her phone. They get her phone. They were nice to her. They were like, okay, you're going to want to take off your jewelry because where you're going, it's not going to go good, girl. And so she's like, my husband, he's in his 80s. How is he going to get home? Oh my God, this is terrible. I can't believe
they only arrest her.
They only arrest her. And so he's taking off her necklaces and she kisses him and she's like, okay, you're going to get in an Uber and you're going to go to the house. Just go back to the apartment. Blah, blah, blah. She's giving him all these directions. Word on the street was that they paid something like $23,000 in airline one-way tickets to Vietnam. Non-refundable, I'm sure. Anyway, because they were last-minute purchase, last-minute visas, last-minute everything. She gets arrested and taken away, and Harvey is not seen for months. I started the rumor that he was still at the airport, just riding around on the luggage carousel, living off Biscoff cookies. He's like, my wife said I should ride something, but I don't remember what it was. Was it this moving sidewalk? Was it this luggage thing? Maybe this luggage thing will pass by my apartment. So I may or may not have perpetuated the rumor that he was living off Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, leftover peanuts, and Biscoff cookies. Lord, the way I love a Biscoff cookie. Anyway, so Harvey goes missing. Ultimately, he turns up much, much later. But Donna gets arrested and she goes to jail and she is not happy. And so at her first appearance, she had all the attitude in the world, all the attitude that you would think a rich white lady would have when she got arrested. She was like, ugh. And they said Georgia Kappelman calmly was like, Mrs. Adelson was planning to flee the country. She was like, oh. And she said, she was talking about, unalive ideation. And she's like, oh. She is very upset. She thinks the judge is the concierge of the jail. She would like better accommodations. She does, because she had threatened to unalive herself. They put her in what's called a turtle suit. You're naked underneath it, and it's just like a big tarp front and back that's unbendable. And you just have to wear that because you're covered, but no part of it allows you to harm yourself. She really, really, really did not enjoy the turtle suit, and she complained about it a lot. And she was like, well, what about nobody told me that I was going to be arrested, and my lawyer told me da 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 da. She wants to go for bail. At her bail hearing, she recounts all the horrors of prison. Mostly the mattresses are bad, the food is bad. She doesn't like the way they're treating her. She needs to get her ears cleaned. What about her medication? She needs fluffier pillows, a better mattress. Just like she complains about everything. And I was like, girl, this is jail. This not the Ritz. It's not the Ritz. So she's not pleased. She does not get bail. She is incensed. She cannot believe she's not going to get bail just because she was trying to flee the country and threatened to unalive herself and her husband. So she's been locked up now for a year and a half. She's had several hearings where she continued to recount the horrors of jail. Also, when she went to jail, she weighed like 110, 120. Now she's pushing about 160. This is a woman who has not had a carb since the 70s. She's puffy. Her dye job has grown out. Her Botox has relaxed. The glow down is crazy. She's puffy and miserable. I couldn't be happier for her. And so, time to go to trial. And she's ready because just like with her son, at her son's trial, she's using family lawyer Daniel Rashbaum, who's sure to get her off.
Yeah,
And then the judge is like, Rashi was Charlie's attorney. Isn't that a conflict? And she's like, I waive all conflicts. I don't care. I waive all conflicts. Every time they appear in court, the judge says, this is a conflict. Are you worried about the conflict? And every time she says no. Every single time she says she doesn't care. Finally, they bring Charlie. Oh, because of the threat to from the Latin Kings, Charlie has been moved from Florida to like North Dakota, where he can be safe. Far, far, far away from everything and everybody. Charlie at this time. North Dakota. Mm-hmm.
There's no Aladdin. There has to be at least one Aladdin king. No Aladdins?
I think that is the land of the white supremacists. So as a Jewish gentleman, he's probably not that much safer, but unclear. I'm not up on what's happening in the North Dakota prisons or South Dakota. Everybody in chat is saying South Dakota. It's over there in the Idaho region of the United States. One of them Dakotas. He's over in Dakota. And the Aryan Brotherhood is big out there. So I'm sure he's making lots of friends. So they fly him in from the Dakotas to the local jail so that they can start the trial process. And they say, oh, while we're here, can you finally sign this final paper that says you waive the conflict? Because Rashi was your mom's attorney. Now Rashi was your attorney. Now he's going to be your mom's attorney. You waive conflict, right? And Charlie says, I don't waive conflict now. I have never waived conflict. I don't want Daniel Rashbaum, my old lawyer, to be my mother's lawyer because he knows shit about me. So no.
Charlie,
Donna?
To your own mother. You're gonna deny Rashi to your own while I'm in a turtle suit? No, nothing in jail. Charlie, my heart.
I'm eating carbs over here. You see how much weight I've gained? Did you see the new growth on my hair?
Look at my hair, Charlie. They're not even none of my, you all ungrateful. None of my kids. Oh my God. I can't believe
like For this, my mother used to say, for this, I had labor pains. For this, anytime we
Charlie,
upset
ever
her.
since you started dating that brown girl, it's like this. I can't everything you do. Hold on, I gotta play this. I gotta play this. I gotta play this. For this moment, I have to play this. Hold. Shout out to Melanie Little.
It's the bitches that'll get you every single time. It's the bitches that'll get you.
Charlie, does your father know about this?
What's your father gonna say, Charlie?
Why is my reaction bigger to him saying no to their lawyer than the murder or anything else that happened?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Crazy.
All right, so he says
Crazy.
no lawyer. Okay.
He says, no, you can't use my lawyer. And Rashi is having the best day of his life. He's like, well, okay, so sorry to hear about it. Bye. You're going to have to get another lawyer. P.S. It's reported in the media that Daniel Rashbaum and his wife bought a brand new mansion. I imagine off that Adelson cash. And he just gets to drop this whole case and go on and live the rest of his happy life. So they have to get Daniel Rashbaum was working with a partner, and they're like, well, maybe the partner can step in and this case can proceed. The judge reviews some more information and is like, no, you have to get all new lawyers. So the new lawyers have to start from scratch, investigating and doing all the things. So this case was supposed to take place a year ago, but Donna Adelson had to get new lawyers. And she's like, well, wait. One of the big problems we had before is that I'm from South Florida, and they talk terribly about Tallahassee, people in Tallahassee, that part of the state. It's just a bunch of Bible Belt idiots and blue collar people and blah, blah, blah. So they said terrible things, right? So she's like, wait, I'm going to get smart and I'm going to get some North Florida lawyers. I'm going to get some local people who can help me out. They know things. So she hires Josh Zellman, who is a
Jewish
very
name.
Is
it?
I believe so, but I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. A very well-respected North Florida attorney, Josh Zellman, and Jackie Fulford. Now, attorney Jackie Fulford, as my colleagues at work would say, there's a little hair on that one. She got a little problem. Jackie Fulford, once upon a time, was a judge before she was fired. So she is asked to leave the bench. So Donna has chosen for her lawyer one very respectable Josh Zellman and disgraced judge Jackie Fulford.
This is a CBS comedy coming every Sunday. This is
Honey.
Josh and Jackie. See how they get along. Good cop, bad cop.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Okay.
Disgraced judge Jackie Fulford also owns a funeral home. So she runs her office, her legal office is there in the funeral home. So she is a disgraced judge turned funeral home proprietor, Jackie Fulford.
As one does.
Yes. Word on these true crime streets is that since she has been dealing with the Adelsons, she has upgraded her life in many ways and is now driving a big fancy new Hummer, which I'm like, okay, girl, get your bag, boo-boo.
Whatever you
Get your
gotta do.
bag.
Not mad at
Get
that.
your bag. So they have been back and forth to court, filing all these motions. And of course, because it's the Adelsons and everybody is talking about the Adelsons, everybody is sort of critiquing their writing and critiquing the things they do. And all the other lawyers on the streets are like, have you read these? These are terrible. These two don't know what they're doing. Jackie Fulford is the one who speaks most frequently with Donna, frequently is writing and filing briefs, frequently appears on Donna's behalf in court. And she's poorly dressed and her hair looks like somebody just dropped a string mop on her head. Girl, all that money, you can't get a suit that fits. All her sleeves come down halfway to her fingers. I'm like, they don't have tailoring in Tallahassee?
I gotta look her up. So I gotta see what you.
Yeah, look her up.
Okay. I have to look. Okay, Jackie Fulford.
Fulford. Fulford.
Oh, the Honorable Jackie. Oh, attorney. Okay, images.
funeral home proprietor.
Okay, what's up with Donna? Oh my God.
The glow down is crazy.
What's up with these people? I can't wait to like go deep. This is fucking nuts. How come I didn't know this?
While Donna has been in jail, she's made some friends. And a couple of her good friends, her good girlfriends from jail, her jail colleagues told her, oh, we know your case. Your case is famous. And we knew Katie when she was in jail. And Katie said that she was going to throw you under the bus. And Katie set this up. And Katie, these little narcotics enthusiast friends.
Messy hoes.
Okay. Messy narcotics enthusiasts from the jail whispered all up in Donna's ear. Girl, Katie was saying this about you and Katie was saying that about you. So Donna went back to disgrace Judge Jackie Fulford and was like, Jackie girl, I have people who will come and say things about Katie. You have to depose them right now. They're going to be released from jail soon. And once they get released from jail, they're going to go back to using drugs and we might not be able to find them. So tell the judge that you need to get them deposed right now. So she goes to jail and they're like, Your Honor, she's made friends in prison and the friends say terrible things. And the judge was like, right. No. While she was there, she's like, well, listen, let's do a twofer. I'm still not enjoying jail. I'm having a lot of problems. And if you could move me, if you could just give me bail, there's been a significant change in circumstance and I'm going to explain it to you. She was like, first of all, I was brushing my teeth and a lady bent my arm up behind my back and said I had to buy her snacks from now on. And so I'm being threatened and the mattresses are bad and I have very narrow ear canals and I need to get my ear canals cleaned. And I have other assorted health problems that I would like for you to help me with, and what I wouldn't give for a good night's sleep. What else? I need a better chair for my cell. You know what? If you could just let me out, then I could better prepare for my trial, and then everything would be great. And also, the food, Your Honor, it's all carbs. Have you seen the menu? They serve mashed potatoes with white bread and lasagna. That is not a meal. Honey, the list of complaints, you would have thought she was at the customer service desk. She was just like, and also, I'm being threatened. It's terrible. My ear canals are narrow. I don't get to use the tablet as much as I want. So, concierge, Your Honor, I really hope you can help me. And the judge was like, right. So, no.
Why do I kind of love Donna? Like, I'm sorry, but why do I kind of fucking love her?
She's like, the accommodations here are terrible. He was like, ma'am, it's jail. It's jail. It is jail. When she was detailing the menu, he's like, I'm going to need you to hurry this up. P.S. If you saw Judge Everett, the Honorable Judge Everett, he is a hefty man. He's on first name basis with a carb. He's not really sympathetic that you don't like the honey buns and stuff they be serving because he likes a honey bun.
Judge, what's the last name?
Everett. Everett, I think.
Everett, Honorable Judge Everett. He's a big old bitch. And she's like, okay.
She's like, I have gained a third of my body weight while I have been here. She's shopping in the Lane Bryant section, the big and tall section of the jail jumpsuits.
She's pissed.
She's not enjoying it. But her lawyers are telling her, you can beat this girl. You gonna go free. And I'm like,
well,
I don't know what defense she's going to use. Oh, and while she was in jail, another investigation started. And that is that word on these true crime streets is she reportedly, allegedly put a hit out on one of her, one of the jailhouse snitches that was telling on her. They're supposed to testify against her. And a hit on Wait, the mother, she put a hit out on one of the mothers of one of the jailhouse snitches. She put a hit out on Katie Magbanawa, who was already serving life in prison. And she also reportedly, allegedly, put a hit out on her son, Rob, who lives upstate New York. Because Rob, in his deposition, was like, this sounds like something my mama would do. She's racist. She's terrible. She's fat. Her cooking is not good. She has narrow ear canals. I think she did it. Rob Adelson has been very clear that this is the type of thing that his mother would do. Rob Adelson has only given one interview these past 11 years. That one interview is featured in the Dateline series Tally Trap. That's the only place Rob Adelson has spoken. He and his wife and children live upstate New York. They have a beautiful, peaceful life. He's a doctor. His wife is a doctor. They have lovely children, reportedly, allegedly. They are living happily ever after. Wendy, in the meantime, has not been on jail phone calls. She has had no contact with her brother or mother, reportedly, allegedly. And she left Miami and moved to Austin, Texas to get away from all this madness. And the latest, with the kids, the boys are teenagers now. The boys, I mean, it was 11 years ago, so they're like 13 and 14, 14 and 15. They are reportedly very sweet, nice boys. Everybody in Miami sort of knows the story and knows about them. And the hot goss is that Wendy has been job hunting in Colorado because she just wants to get away from all of this.
She needs a change. God, she's not happy with fucking anything, dude. Not happy with her husband. Not happy. Oh my God. Like, this bitch is like never happy.
Yeah.
Is that the whole story?
That's the whole story.
So there's going to be a trial?
Yes. The trial starts August 18th, I believe. Jury selection is coming soon to a trial near you.
Wait, as in 12 days? Shut the up.
Yep.
Is it going to be
yes,
televised?
my friend. Oh, yes, it will be televised. Of course. Every single day, I will be watching live, and every morning, every day, the next day, I will take that 8 hours of trial and summarize it down to 20 to 30 minutes. I will recap the entire day as I did with Charlie's trial on Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo, my channel that's available on YouTube and your other finer platforms. I have Yes, link in the description. I have an Adelson crime family playlist that includes 138 Adelson videos. Now, about half of those are shorts, but every single day of Charlie's trial, I gave a 20 to 30-minute summary of what happened in trial yesterday. If you sort them in date order, you'll just get like this day, then this, you'll get them one after the other after the other.
Watch it. I have to watch that playlist. And I can't, is the trial worth watching?
Yeah. I mean, it's like there are tedious parts, like with any trial.
Yeah.
But I'm dying to hear opening statements. What is Donna's version of what happened? Was she going to be like, I didn't know any of these people. I don't know why my money ended up there. I don't know what Donna's going to say. I am living for these opening statements. Georgia Kappelman, prosecutor of the year, Georgia Kappelman, that's not hyperbole. She was awarded Florida Prosecutor of the Year, has prosecuted this case successfully over and over and over again. She prosecuted Sigfredo Garcia. She prosecuted Katie Magbanawa. She prosecuted Charlie Adelson. And she was right there in for the plea deal with Luis Garcia. She knows this case inside and out. And she's calm, she's smooth, she's unflappable. She's just going to tell you what happened in a nice, calm way, and she will just roll out this evidence bit by bit. Here's the real question. Once she prosecutes, because she's prosecuted these people one at a time, once Donna gets convicted, who's next? Will she arrest Harvey? Will she arrest Wendy? Oh, 2 days ago, this is the latest breaking hot goss. 2 days ago, it's reported that Donna Adelson was offered a plea deal. Give up Wendy and you can go home. Time served. Give us Wendy and you walk free. And she reportedly said no. Her lawyer, who did not have to respond to this rumor, this inside scoop from a very reliable source, her lawyer said of this offer, well, no firm offer was on the table. Was there a loose offer on the table? What are we doing here? But here's the thing. If she gives up Wendy, that kills Charlie's chances at his appeal. Because they didn't think Charlie was going to be convicted. Now they're like, well, an appeal issue was going to come about.
She doesn't want to go home and show her face. If they offer her a better accommodation to the jail, she would have taken it. If they're like, we'll get you nice food. It'll be like, because look she's already putting hits out on people in the jail. She likes this life. She just wants it a little more fancy.
She's built for it.
Yeah,
she's built for it.
The wrong plea deal for her. If I know Donna 70s. Like I know Donna, I've spent an hour and a half, and I think I know these people so well. If we know our Donna, she wants to be the queen in there.
Yes, Grandma Gotti. Yeah.
So we have to talk about it.
Yes, of course. I've come over to your class. You could come over to my gossip lair and we will chat. Oh, yes.
I'm sold. I am sold on this. I'm sold. I know I said I wasn't a true crime person, and I don't think I am. I think I'm a court trial person, but I'm fucking sold.
You're a messy, nosy bitch is what you are, and I am not mad about it.
So true.
Mm-hmm. Donna has discovered carbs again. She can be the HBIC, the head bitch in charge down there at the jail.
She's like, I need my stylist. I need my Pilates. I need a better room. I'd like nicer sheets. And then I'll give up my... Well, it was probably, I think it was her idea to kill off... Yeah, that's probably why she didn't give him up, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But she's just like, I'm just a grandmother. Every time she goes to court, she's like, I'm just a poor, hapless grandmother. But something tells me when she's there at the jail, she's like, she's running things.
Yeah.
She's on top of everything.
Of course, because she's not going to change.
Of course she's not.
No, she's not going to change.
Is putting out hits from jail. How are you putting out hits from jail?
On other people in jail. Like, this woman's delusional, obviously.
And her child. I'm telling you, if they had said, listen, if you give us Robbie Adelson, we'll let you go free. She'd be like, get a pen. What you want me to tell you? I will tell you everything. I think he did it. Mm-hmm.
Why did she put out a hit on Robbie and not Charlie?
Charlie's already in prison. She can't touch him.
Is she mad at him?
Rob said nasty things about her in his deposition. Rob made it very clear he thinks his mother is guilty. In his deposition, on the record, he made it abundantly clear that his mother was racist, a narcissist, terrible, and likely guilty. He held nothing back. When he comes to court, if he comes to court, they have said to him, you can't say all that nasty stuff about your mama. You got to keep it straight to the facts. And he's like,
that is the facts.
Okay. But she's still a racist and nasty and probably did it.
We don't have like a witness list?
Oh, there's a witness list out. Katie's people. Oh, yes. It's out here in these true crime streets.
Where do I find these documents?
Fancy Fiction, FANCI. FICTION. Fancy Fiction is a YouTuber who has covered the Adelson case relentlessly. She's a documents girl. She has all the documents.
Where's the trial? North Florida in Tallahassee?
North Florida, Leon County, Tallahassee, Florida.
They letting in the public? You want to take a trip?
They are letting in the public. I got to get to CrimeCon. I actually work a regular job. Like, I would love to go. But I got to see what I can swing and figure out. I got a lot going on here.
Screw it all. Let's just go. Let's go. I'll go. I'm not even kidding. I'll fucking go. I'll fucking go.
We'll make a few. We'll have to talk offline about
I'm
availability.
like, Donna, I love you. Get him, bitch. You look great.
And just like that, you're into true crime.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Joel Waldman from Surviving the Survivor is big on this case, covers it nearly nightly. He breaks all kinds of news on this. There's
where do you get your Adelson updates? Like
Adelson updates come. Well, first of all, Brandy Churchwell did a
She's
whole
on it?
chart.
There's a chart.
She has there's a Churchwell chart. If you go to churchwellcharts.com, you will find the breakdown and a graphic of all the family and all the pieces and all the everything. But yeah, Brandy has a Churchwell chart about the Adelsons. It might be one of the first ones she ever did. I mean, well, I guess Murdoch was the first one, but she has, so Brandy has a Churchwell chart. Joel from Surviving the Survivor does podcasts about it all the time. Fancy Fiction is on it. Who else is on this trial? A lot of people. Tanika from Tanika's 2 Cents has gotten the requests for like the jail logs for Donna, so you can see what food Donna is ordering and what
Who has that?
Tanika from Tanika's 2 Cents. Tanika. Tanika's 2 Cents.
That's on YouTube?
Yeah, she's on YouTube. She has very recent Adelson content where she went through Donna's jail order sheet, like every single thing that she ordered in jail. Donna was saying it was too many carbs.
I need to see her rider. Donna.
Yeah, it's a lot of carbs, a lot of chocolate chip cookies and stuff. Yeah. This is a big one. This is a big one.
Like a Donna Adelson jail cookbook. There needs to be there's so much material here.
Yes. Yes.
Like there's so fucking much. Not like laundering the money in the washing machine aside, not even counting that. I have a couple questions. Do you have a few extra minutes for some questions?
I do. Go ahead.
Oh my God. This was a lot. Thank you. By the way, you did so
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. First question, where's Harvey?
Harvey, reportedly, allegedly, is now living in Tallahassee so he can be close to his wife and close to the jail. His health is not doing that great. He does come to some court appearances and has been spotted. Her most recent, a lot of times she appears on Zoom, but there are photos of Harvey sitting there in the courthouse during her trials.
Okay.
During her appearances. Her hearings.
Robert's out. He's like, I hate you guys.
Yep.
Wendy's allegedly trying to move to Colorado.
Yes.
Because that will fix her problems. The boys are very nice.
Yep.
What's up with the Markel family?
The Markel family, bless their hearts, they're Canadians. And so when there are trials, and there have been a lot of trials, they fly down from Canada. They are still alive. Ruth and I can't think of the dad's name, but the Markels are alive and well. They're following this case. The dad goes off and plays golf. The mom has written a book. And the sister, Shelley Markel, is in her 40s or whatever at this point. She's around Wendy's age. There was a lot of money. I don't know if it was from the Markels or from a trust or whatever, but whatever money has been set up in a trust is sort of overseen by Shelley, Dan Markel's sister.
For the kids? The money for the kids?
For the kids. Yeah. So she's in charge of all of that. Eeyore is asking, how long is the trial expected to be? I'm hearing 2 to 3 weeks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Charlie's in prison in South Dakota.
Yes. One of the Dakotas. I don't know which one.
In some Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Robert's out. Sigfredo is in jail?
For life. He's LWOP'd. Florida. Yeah, they're in Florida.
He's the LWOP in Florida. Louise is getting out soon.
Yes, he's in federal prison. He's getting out soon. They say like he's supposed to serve his federal time, which was like 12 years or 14 years or something. And then when that time runs out, he's supposed to go to a state prison. There's question marks as to whether or not he will stay in the feds, which reportedly is much nicer than state prison. But he's locked up, but he will see the light of day. He has like 6 kids or something. He will be out in time to see his kids and raise his kids and be around his grandkids and all of that.
We'll be home for supper.
He will be home for supper.
I'm hearing that Wendy has a book.
Yes, she wrote a book that sort of mirrored her life. It's an old book. I don't even know if it's still available. She wrote it when she was living in Tallahassee. I don't know if it was while she was going through her divorce or shortly after, but it's like a fictionalized version. All the characters sound like her and her life. It's like she's Wendy. The main character is Lily. Lily lived in Hiawassee Springs instead of Tallahassee. But it's about trafficking, like human trafficking and stuff, because Wendy does that sort of work. There's also fear that Wendy may flee to Central or South America because she has done a lot of like immigration law and she's a fluent Spanish speaker.
She might be out.
Huh?
She might be out. I feel like she might like go. Like, wouldn't you?
Yes, but you know they keep an eye on her. She's on a no-fly list someplace.
Okay. Lincoln and Benjamin are doing great. Nice boys, supposedly. Louise is out soon. Katie's LWAPs.
During Charlie's trial, she's like, hey, if you could say I would go home at some point, I'm willing to come and tell everything I know about Charlie. So she came in and testified against Charlie at his trial. She had already been convicted.
She didn't want to say anything, though.
Initially, she didn't want to say anything.
Remember?
Now she's suddenly like,
Remember that 11-1? She didn't want to, but now she does.
Yep. Now she's talking. She's testifying against people, but she's really not. Her story kind of makes sense, but she's like, I blocked a lot of it out of my mind, so I'm having trouble remembering things. She's not that bright.
Did she really block anything out?
Who the hell even knows? Her brother, her murder boobs are enjoying prison.
Murder tits. Where was the hitman joke made? The TV hitman joke. How did that come to light?
It was when Wendy, right after Dan died, Wendy was talking to the police and they said, well, who do you think could have done this? Could it have been like a student or somebody from the university? And she said, well, my brother joked that he would get me a hitman for a divorce present, but this TV would be less expensive. And so she's like, it's a bad joke. And they said, well, might your family have done this? Like, do you want whoever did this to go to jail? She's like, yes, of course, unless it was my family. Like, if it was my family, I would think differently, but I don't think my family would do this. Crazy.
Georgia Kappelman is on it, right? Okay, so she's fucking on it.
Yes.
What's up? What's Tara Kawas's deal? What's she up to?
Tara Kawas is now representing Courtney Clenny. She's the only
model.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rushy is only with Charlie. That's it.
Yeah, Rashi was Charlie's attorney. He was originally the Adelsons' attorney, Donna and Harvey's attorney.
The family lawyer.
He was the family lawyer. And he was just like, Donna is like a mom to me. I was like, sir, that's not the serve you think it is. Ultimately, he's off the case. He's in the wind, living in his mansion in Miami, not worried about none of these people.
All right, so he's living the high life. He's good. He's so cool.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's great.
Okay, I think my first thing I'm going to dive into is Over My Dead Body and the Tally Trap.
Yeah. Start there. That's the best place to start. I mean, if you want all that same information in a shorter form, find the because some people want to listen to all 8 episodes and get every single detail. Some people are just like, can you abbreviate it for me? The Dateline episode. There's probably been like somewhere from 2 to 3 Dateline episodes. But the Dateline episode gives you sort of like the high overview. But Dateline happened before Charlie was arrested. I think the others had been arrested. All the brown people were in jail, but Charlie was not at the last Dateline episode.
The last podcast episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so that's a little dated, but that's okay. The New York jury consultant are they involved at all, or that was just that one-time thing?
They just came in and everybody thought it was a terrible idea because you fly in this person from out of town. He sort of connects. It's during the voir dire is the time that the attorney is supposed to be connecting with the jury. Daniel Rashbaum just sat there at his table. This New York jury consultant who reportedly charged $1 million to come and pick the right jury, picked a jury that convicted Charlie in only 2 hours.
The arrest on the jetway of Donna is on YouTube.
Oh yes. Oh yes. As is her trip from South Florida up to Tallahassee. It was a 6-hour drive or something. And she had like an anxiety attack while she was in the back of this transport van. And that's caught on body cam as well. Her freaking out and saying, oh my God, I can't feel my hands. I think I'm going to die. And they give her water, baby bird style, where she like tips her head back and they're like trying to dump it in her mouth. A mess.
She's like, is that Fiji water or is that Dasani? I don't like it.
Is it from a glass bottle? I can only drink water from a glass bottle.
Right, but she can't have a full kosher wedding for her actually Jewish son-in-law. Josh Zellman, Jackie Fulford, Judge. I think I have everything I friggin' need.
Okay.
Thank you. So I know I was like, we won't be long. I'm like, hour and a half max. It's been 2 hours, and I want to keep going. But I know you
told
said
you it was 2 hours. I have to go.
All right.
I have to go.
Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm diving into this for a little bit. This is insane. This is freaking insane. Okay. Thank you so much, Kathy, for coming to hang out with us.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Guys, link in the description. Go subscribe. She gives you a half-hour video every day. And she's obviously
every morning.
Super fabulous. Thank you so much, hon. Have a good one.
Thank you, my love.
Oh my God. We're going to the trial. We're going.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
No talking about it. We're just going.
More to be discussed. God.
All right. Bye, Miss Kathy.
I'll see you later.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh.
This portion has been sponsored by Jury Tamps. Jury Tamps, fit for any...
What? Okay. It's been 2 hours. You guys know me. I never do a class longer than like hour and a half. I have to pee. I'm coming back and I'm going to watch the video of her getting arrested. I'm going to look up a couple things and I want to talk a little bit of shit. Stick around if you want. Long class today, kids. Long class. Give me a couple of Minskis. Give me like 2.5. Enjoy this while you wait.
Well,
we'll be right back.
Someone's got to break the ice, and it might as well be me. I mean, I'm used to being a hostess. It's part of my husband's work, and it's always difficult when a group of new friends meet together for the first time to get acquainted. So I'm perfectly prepared. I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here, or what I'm doing here, or what this place is about, but I am determined to enjoy myself, and I'm very intrigued, and oh my, this soup's delicious, isn't it?
You say you are used to being a hostess as part of your
integral part of your life when you are the wife of a... Oh, but then I forgot. We're not supposed to say who we really are, though, heavens to Betsy, I don't know why.
Don't you? I know who you are.
Aren't you going to tell us? How do you know who I am?
I work in Washington, too.
Washington, so you...
Hold it right there. This is the concierge, sir. I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. You was here last night, too, what?
Yes, sir. I was.
You was here, and you was smooching with my brother.
Mistaken, sir.
Don't give me that. You've been smooching with everybody. Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Bony Bob, Cliff.
No. It's a lie.
I could go on forever, baby.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you're mistaken. We're looking for a young man.
All right. I believe you. But my Tommy gun don't. Please and tell me you love me.
On your knees.
You gotta do better than that.
I love you.
Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I believe you. That's why I'm gonna let you go. Get to the count of 3 to get your lousy, lying, low-down, four-flushing carcass out my door. 1, 2. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
What would you want to say to Gemma?
Pretty much, I will let Gemma know that she is a fat cunt and were not something that I would particularly buy for myself. They were old maiden type of shoes, and she said that those shoes were meant to be worn on a beautiful woman. So if that's the case, she should have put them back on the rack, and she should never even purchase them because she was unqualified to own those shoes. I think Gemma is just a disgrace. She's a disgrace to humanity, and she's a disgrace to women who are actually beautiful and classy, and she just doesn't have the vernacular that she thinks she possesses. Somebody lied to her several times and told her that she was fly, hot, and sexy and beautiful, and she's nothing like that. She's nothing of the sort.
Tune-ups, oil changes, brake relining, engine rebuilds, rebuild some trannies, rear end.
Okay. But does being an ex-mechanic necessarily qualify you as being an expert on tire marks?
No. Thank you. Goodbye.
Sit down and stay there until you're told to leave.
Your Honor, Ms. Vito's expertise is in general automotive knowledge.
Okay, I'm back. How's the sound? Is it choppy? Is it weird and choppy? I heard weird choppiness. Let me know how the video and the sound are. Okay. Wow. Crazy. Yes, choppy. Weird. Okay. What do I do? What to do? Hold on. Not at all. Little choppy. Sound and video are off. Audio sync. Hold on. Let me try a few things. Let me try a few things. How is this? It's like a bad connection. It's perfect now. It's fine now. Sounds better now. Better now. Okay. My sound and audio is better now. Better now. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. All right. Oh, we got some superb chatteries, guys. So go check out Kathy. Her channel is in the description. Gossip, rumor, innuendo. She's fucking everything. Mimi K, $20 for test supplies. I'll be missing the tests as I've missed so much of the summer, but having a fabulous summer. Hope you are too. Class 103. Can't wait for summer school to be over. Miss you guys. Mimi, a little shady there, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone else is enjoying summer school too. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time as well. YouTube has been all weird, says Kylie. It has been weird. You know what it's been doing too? Is it's like, oh, let me see the video is right now. Okay. It's like unsubscribing people, and like live chats have been off too. Like it's been odd. So give the stream a like. Make sure you are subscribed because it has been doing that to a lot of people. I've been noticing. Mr. O says it's always the Jays. That's nice, Mr. O. That's a very nice statement. Yeah, that's very, very kind. Midlife mania. I love seeing Jimmy's reactions, being new to hearing true crime things. Thanks, Kathy. My biggest thing was that Charlie said no to her using the look. That was fucking nuts. That was fucking nuts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Leah Baker says, love this. Wash your money. Did she really? I need to I need to see. How do we know? Was she kidding? Donna. I just I don't know, anything with characters with these. I'm in. There are characters. I'm in. You know, I'm in. Rock Shock, new member. Welcome, Rock Shock. Welcome, Rock Shaw or Rock Shaw. Welcome. Dexter save us from the Commonwealth. Says, make this a weekly show, please. How fucking great is she? She's fabulous. She is fabulous. She is so cool. Also, what did I want to say? What did I want to say about this? I forget. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. That's okay. It'll come back to me. Oh, Dexter. I was thinking Dexter Commonwealth investigations. Dude, the investigation they did to figure out the geofencing and where the phone was, and they went and they found the car and they did this, really shows us how Massachusetts is behind the eight ball on investigating cases. Really, they did all that. God, I want to go to the trial. I'm not even kidding. I want to go to the trial. I want to go. Bitch, I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go to the trial. I want to go. Hospice Jess says, you would love Wendy's book. Is it available? Is it available? Wendy Adelson book. Novelist, 2011, Our Story. Amazon, $25 in stock. In stock. And I need the documents. The documents would help. The documents would help. I want to see all the documents. Kelly, Steffi, talk time with Amy, Boston, and Kelly. Jimmy, Jeff Lacassie is an important part of Wendy boyfriend. She tried to set him up. Did I hear about the Jeff Cass LaCase. I will write that down. So look up the Jeff LaCassie. Thank you, Kelly. Steffi, will do. Will do. Denise says one of our dogs is Jewish, so pause up to the case. Jesus, Denise. Okay, thank you. Mrs. Pox. Mrs. Pox says your reactions to various parts of the story were priceless. I love you and Kathy together. She is such a good storyteller. She is so on it. I can listen. I understand how she breaks things down. Thank you, Mrs. Parks, for even introducing me to Kathy. Mrs. Parks is a big reason, sole reason that this all happened. So thank you so much for your generous Mrs. Parks. I'm a ditzy girl, says, let's take a field trip to the trial. Bitch, I'm in. I am fucking in.
I'm a ditzy girl because I'm a fucking giggler. Oh!
I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I want to do it. I'm in. Wild Child says, I live an hour away. I could go. If you live an hour and away, get your ass there. What are you doing? Get your ass there and report for us. If for some unforeseen reason I can't go, you gotta go. Okay? You gotta go. Jelly Babes says in all caps with, let me count these. 1, 2, 3, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclamation points, as if the all caps locks wasn't enough. Watch the arrest. I said I was going to watch the arrest. All caps locks with 5 exclamation points wants to tell me to do something I instinctively want to not watch the arrest. Thank you, Shelly Babes. I will. I am a man of my word. Let's fucking do it. Let's watch it. Let's watch the arrest, cause I wanna see that shit. Okay. Let me see it. Let me see it. Okay. YouTube. This is interesting. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Donna Adelson arrested at Miami airport. Oh my God, this is all real. Oh, 26 minutes. Law and crime includes paid promotion. Confirmed. Is it 20? That's okay. I got fucking 20 minutes. Oh my God, her in the oh my God. Charlie Adelson, day one. Charlie's not that bad looking. He's not horrible. Sits emotionless in cop car. Okay, so this is like all of it then. Okay. Yeah, let's watch. I'm gonna watch this. I'm watching this. I'm fucking watching this shit. I'm watching this shit. This is all of it. I'm watching it. I don't care. I'm gonna watch this shit. Okay. Sorry. I'm just excited. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. What? I don't like that. Hold. I thought I set it up differently. Let me edit this BS. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Okay. Let me go check on Sweet Potato. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Okay. Okay, let's get ready. Okay. Let's do it.
Hi, how are you? You have an ID? No, I don't want to give it to you. Why do I have to give it to you? Why do I have to give it to you? This is evidence. She's under arrest. I have to go with you. I have to go. You don't have any choice. Let me help you out. No, I have to stay. Please don't. Don't stay. You need to grab the bags. Take the bags. Yeah. And you need to wait outside. Okay.
My husband's almost 80 years old. He can't
Yeah,
come
I
with
can't.
me?
Please, can I go? No, you can't join me there. Oh, don't do this, please.
Please.
Oh,
Someone's got
God.
to help him get home. This is terrible. I can't do this. This is insane.
Harvey, you gotta make sure when you go home to put your bras away. Okay, you gotta. Sorry, I'm sorry, but Harvey has some supple Jennifer Anistons going on in here. I know he's almost 80, but Harvey.
Is that okay with you? Please, you don't have that with handcuffs. She's not going anywhere. Please. You have anything in your pocket?
No.
Do you have anything on what?
Those lips have been plumped, plucked, stretched, all that.
Value in you.
No, I
Plus, you have my necklace on. You want to go?
My-
Take it off. Yeah. And the earrings. The rings. Take everything.
He's like, throw neck for me one more time. Throw neck.
You give it to your husband. Because once you arrive at Cameo, they're going to make you remove all that.
Can I call my attorney?
You have a passport ready?
Where am I going?
Oh, you just hold the company thing?
Where am I going?
You're going to the Dade County jail. Dade County jail. No, this is right here. The one on
I'm sorry, remove your earrings. No.
1 minute.
Yeah, we'll go back out and just. You're making a mistake. It's another mistake. It's two mistakes.
And try to take the
Please.
get this off of me.
Can you take it off, please, Donna? I don't want to hurt her. Please.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Please.
It's getting. Listen to me.
Yeah. I'll call.
Get in an Uber, go home.
I will.
Take
I
it
will.
easy.
I will.
All right?
Yes.
Here.
Good. There's anything else in her purse that she wants?
Oh, it's coming, sweetheart. I got it. It's coming. Just a
All right.
second.
Do you have her driver's license by any chance?
I'm sorry?
Her driver's
It's in my
Yeah.
it's in my purse.
Yeah.
How could you had any to give her? Sure. Do
It's
you need her
almost there.
passport? Or can I give it to the hospital? The passport can I give it?
What's up?
Where is it?
It's in the blue and white. It's in the blue and white.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get her driver's license for it. Yeah.
And the license, the address on your license is correct?
Yes.
She needs all her.
When she goes to the jail, they work together.
They're all in here though.
Yes, they work. If I take them here, what will happen is when you go there, they possibly toss them out. So when you go to there, you will meet the nurse and the doctor, and then they'll work in conjunction with the hospital to get you whatever you need.
Yeah, but I don't have a list with me. I know what's.
Yes.
I have a.
Is it multiple or is it just one or two?
No, there's a bag of medication in here. Is that what you're asking me?
She can take medication.
No, I know. I was just trying to find out if it was like one or two. Yeah, if it was one or two, then she maybe could take the name down.
Do you need anything else from her?
Can I ask
Or
you
we're good to
something?
go?
Can someone just get my husband outside and
So I'll get out.
The gentleman here will assist him in any way.
I'll be okay. I have the ring. Hold on.
Let me have the ring, please. No, I love you.
Okay.
All right, so I don't have the meds, honey, they're all in here.
Give me 1 moment, please. Hold on. 1 moment.
Thank you.
Oh my good Lord. Okay. So the reason they came to get her was because she was asking the neighbors where to stay in Vietnam, and they saw her, she didn't hang up the phone. And Donna didn't hang up the phone. Is that why? Is because Donna didn't hang up the phone on the jail? Your daughter's husband is dead on the front lawn, and Donna didn't hang up the phone. Okay.
All units, please adjourn.
Go around or?
Damn. The fucking irony of her son being in jail, and as she's getting arrested, there's a store with a big sign that says all together now.
You have your case number? No. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm going to 06 from now, from here, and then I'll get the case number for the video.
The hell is that thing? These like airports today, they make you walk forever. All right, Donna. Let's speed this up, hon. Let's go, babe.
You want to use the other? No, I'll be right there. Go over there. You're on the other side. All right, stay down.
Good party, man. Up in Miami know what they're doing. My good God, you monster.
Okay, we want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this body cam video. I mean, I think it's pretty clear from the...
Thanks, Morgan.
We're going to make it super easy for you.
Jump
completely
ahead.
modernized law. That's pound 529 on your phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna just pop a quick friggin' ad right here for YouTube Premium. Even if people put in an ad in the middle of their video, YouTube Premium first of all cuts out all ads, but then you can just boop skip right over it and press jump ahead. Just letting you know.
Be careful with your head. I was in first.
Oh, he's trying to throw neck?
Thank you. Yeah. All right, welcome.
You want to take my spot? You want more over?
Okay, I'm glad. Huh? Yeah. No, okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. Let me. Wait, now see the guy doing you. Let me leave the camera.
The address on the license is right?
Huh?
The address on the license.
What's the camera? Okay, record you.
Oh, no way. I like those glasses. Things going through her mind. She's like, how come I couldn't have just let Wendy be single? She didn't need to find someone. Why was I so pushy? The seat is uncomfortable. Where's Harvey? Harvey. Where's Harvey? Ooh. Wait, I want to watch that. Look at that. Yeah, that was some side eye right there. Look at that eye roll.
I'm going to check you first, okay? So stay still. Anything you have that may pinch me? I have nothing on. Okay. I still gotta ask.
Ooh, bitchy. She's like, get your hands off me, Brown. So bitchy. Ooh, ooh. Harvey hasn't touched me like that. Years.
And then I took a 15 with 3105, and I was arrival at 2035. Then you show
Just get air conditioner on the spot.
Well, the air conditioner doesn't go to the back because of the blanket, because of the plastic.
We open this little bit then. Absolutely. That's fine. It'll be freezing. Yeah. You'll be glad you have it.
It's either gonna
See you take a big swallow. Why'd you swallow so hard? You nervous? Why'd you so thirsty?
Wait, I want more. I'm gonna want more.
Why do I feel like when they put the water bottle up to her mouth, she just like unhinges her jaw and like swallows it whole and starts to throw neck. What?
Do you know how long we're gonna sit? Oh, how long we're going to sit here?
As soon as he comes back, he's going to take you from here to the warrant bureau and then to the
Bitch, I'm surprised they're even fucking entertaining her questions. What? I'm sorry, have you ever been arrested before? I have. You don't get that kind of treatment. You don't ask any kind of questions like that. She's lucky they're not fucking throwing shit at her. And they're answering her?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever information he took from you, I guess that's what he was missing, so he's going to enter that.
Okay. So the next place is what? The warrant? What did you say?
Huh?
What did you say the next place was?
Well, see, what happened is the warrant that they have from you is from out of Leon County.
When did they issue a warrant?
So what happened is we have to think.
Why does she think she's at Disney World? How long are the lines? Can I get a fast pass? So after we hit Magic Kingdom, we're going to Epcot for the pavilion around the world. Why does she? But we got the fast pass. Can I go ahead? This isn't fair. No, and he's in a wheelchair.
We have to take you to our warrants bureau for that information to get entered, and then after that gets entered, before we can take you to the jail, to the local jail.
Okay, because I didn't know there was a warrant. How would I know that?
Well, we wouldn't have been able to take you if there wasn't something in place.
Is she okay? Wendy, hun. Get it the fuck together, hon. Well, no one told me. I didn't get a call that on my way here I'd get arrested. No one said that to me. Did you get a call, Javi? No. No. Rashi, did you get a call? They didn't get a call. Let me out of here. This fucking trick.
So aren't they supposed to inform? Aren't they supposed to inform me if there was a warrant?
Well, I don't know the details.
Yeah, I don't either.
They had a warrant. The gentleman that you met earlier in the plain clothes.
Yes.
Right. They were supposed to inform you of whatever, and then because it's a
I have rights. They didn't inform me.
Okay. Yeah. Can I have the rest?
1 second, Ray.
He's like, this bitch.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring up the window because it's raining.
It's raining a lot, yeah?
And raining.
Okay, brother. Thank you, man. I'll see you.
What's he writing? It's raining.
Report very cozy. Change my QTH to Warren
transporting a white.
All you hear in the background is gluck gluck. Donna's on her knees, throwing neck.
Female, ready for starting. 6003.
Nuevo dos, nuevo dos.
Gonna roll up the windows. It's raining once we exit, okay?
Where are you going? He goes and just hits her. He's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I forgot the face.
Ending is 6011.
Sorry, 6011.
Yourself. Let me lock the door.
Just push my glasses up a little on my
Absolutely.
nose.
Like that.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
No, you're welcome. I'm gonna go to that office right there in the corner.
Fix my glasses? Pack my suitcase?
Let me get the door for you. Thank you. How you doing? Let's have a seat over there. This one here. We turn around a little bit this way, so it's protocol that we need to follow, you know? Rules and regulations.
Why are you apologizing? Good cop, bad cop, maybe. Fix my glasses. I need more water.
Take your time, all right.
What's this? How'd that happen? We were just inside. How'd that happen?
We're gonna go through that door over in the corner.
Dude, she looks like a bitch. She looks like a huge bitch. She looks like a huge fucking bitch. Sorry, hon. Sorry, Dawn. And this trial starts in 12 days. The doors don't work. I don't like the water. I can't live here.
6014. Let's try to see. Oh, you know why?
That's all red.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
Look at that bitchy ass face.
That's all red.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's why. Oh, let's stay in order just in case it starts raining. How you doing, boss? Hold on for me.
And that's it. Okay, Donna. This is what happens. This is what fucking happens when you want to be a control freak and you want to control everything and you want to, like, Jen McCabe, Jenny, take note. Take fucking note. This is what happens. Don't try and control what you can't control, only yourself. That's it. Miss Kathy says play her first court appearance. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me look this up. Let me see. Let me take a look. Let me take a little peek ski. Motions and CPA says, teach true crime really pulls you in. Your wide-eyed wonderment has been a true delight to this Wednesday. Thank you, Motions in CPA. It is a blast. Randy No Dummy says, watching you watch this is better than Christmas morning. Mazel, Hava Nagila. Oh my good God. Come see the lights, 8 days and nights. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, live Dana Adelson motions hearing 3 weeks ago. I put in Donna Adelson trial day 1. 6 days ago. Oh. All right. Oh. Damn, this bitch looks different. First appearance, is that the one from 3 weeks ago? Type in Donna Adelson arraignment. You make me want to be the one I'm with. A arraignment. Arraignment. Okay. 1 year. 1 year ago. Oh my God. Charlie Adelson's mom yells in court, shakes head during murder. Arraignment. Bad behavior in trial. Oh, you naughty bitch. All right. Let's watch it. Put it on for a fru. Na 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 nishma uru achim belev samea achim belev samea achim belev samea. All right, let's do it. Okay, a little, not awful. A little ran through.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Stephen Edwards presiding.
Watching everything. Thank you, Nurse Deb.
Good afternoon. Everyone can be seated.
Judge.
Before we get going, I'm going to log into Zoom. I believe Ms. Kappelman, the alleged victim's family, is waiting to view the proceedings on Zoom?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me get signed in. And from there, we'll get started.
She's like, what's the temperature in here? Can they turn it up? It's so cold. What is this, a refrigerator? Who's this dark-haired woman? This slut. George is in the green. Okay.
We're here this afternoon in State of Florida versus Donna Adelson, 2023 CF 3226. Counsel of record as to each party may make their appearances.
Georgia Kappelman and Sarah Catherine Dugan for the state. Marisol
He already has no time for this bitch.
Scalzo on behalf of Donna Adelson, who's present in court and seated to my left.
Mr. Pimentel, Mr. Toomey, go ahead.
Greg Toomey, Your Honor, for both the Sheriff's Office and yesterday, medical provider in jail. Sheriff's Office, General Counsel James Simmons.
All right. For everyone that is observing on Zoom, please do not interfere with the hearing. Of course, you may observe as to everything that takes place. Mr. Scalzo, I've reviewed your emergency motion to enjoin the jail. Is there any further argument or testimony that you wish to take in support of your motion?
Your Honor, I'll just add to supplement to my motion, which was filed last week, that we are now on day 22 of direct observation. Mrs. Adelson continues unable to participate in her defense. She's not permitted any papers. I cannot mail her anything. I did have a call with her on Friday, but only because Mrs. Kappelman facilitated it for me. And on that call, it was not a private call. Ms. Adelson was forced to put me on speakerphone with guards listening. There is just no way that Mrs. Adelson can prepare for her defense in this manner.
All right, there is one question that I had specifically as to this issue. And I noticed within your pleading that you had quotes from your client and also some observations of what has been taking place with the correctional staff. Are you alleging that you have no ability to access your client or that there is limited contact with your client?
No, Your Honor, I'm not saying that there is no ability. The direct observations that are contained within my motion were not observed by myself, but Daniel Rashbaum, Charlie Adelson's attorney, had a visit with Charlie Adelson, and he was able to swap it out for Miss Donna Adelson the week of, I think, November 27th or 28th. So he was able to have that conversation with her in person. I've had a conversation with her, like I said, over the phone. I have been told that I can do a 60-minute increment visit with her in person. There is no video visitation ability. So I would say that my ability to meet with her is limited. It's not non-existent. However, my ability to share, for example, discovery, paperwork, the motion I filed with Ms. Adelson is non-existent because she's not permitted to have paper.
Right. Well, we'll take up the other aspect of this in a moment, actually, which deals with the level of confinement and what is going on with it. Ms. Kappelman, does the state have any argument to make concerning this matter?
The state would defer to Mr. Toomey, who's here to speak on those matters that I think you're addressing right now.
Very well. Mr. Pimentel, Mr. Toomey.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
As far as this particular issue goes, there is no impediment to her speaking with her lawyer, seeing her lawyer, over and above using a tablet. The tablet has a headset that can be used as a ligature. Otherwise, she's free to enter the jail. Chief Mack is here. He's assured me that they can have visits.
I don't like the tablet. It hurts my eyes, and they didn't give me my blue light glasses that I requested from medical. I put in a grievance slip. They did not allow me my non-emergency mandated blue light glasses. I don't like the tablet. It's greasy. I can't always see, and there's a glare. And they never shut that window. The sun goes right in, and I can't look at my tablet.
I don't understand the problem that is perceived, but there is no impediment to an attorney-client visitation. Am I correct?
The first question, we'll have Chief Mack give some testimony so that way we have a clear record. But the level of confinement and also the current restrictions that are in place, are these because there were at some point statements alluding to self-harm during the jail phone calls?
And at booking here. When she was booked into the jail here, she made a statement that she wanted to die. Now, before she was arrested in Miami, she also had a phone call with her son, who's obviously in jail here. 25-minute phone call. I personally listened to it. She very clearly spoke about a plan to kill herself using sleeping pills
One moment, Ms. Adelson, please keep your comments to yourself. Let your lawyer argue on your behalf.
Spoke of a plan to kill herself if she could not escape the country before arrest. That was known to the folks in this jail when she got here. That's why she's on watch. The mental health professionals see her every day. They're not satisfied that she's safe.
I'd rather die.
It's up to them to decide it.
I'll give you an opportunity to respond, Mr. Scalzo. Mr. Toomey, one more thing before we move on into taking Chief Mack's testimony. Is there a specific procedure that the jail has for dealing with inmates with a threat of self-harm? Chief Mack, let me swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony?
Look at that caboose.
You're about to give will be the truth.
Yes, sir.
If you can explain to me what the procedure is, Chief Mack, and from there, Mr. Toomey, Mr. Pimentel, I'll allow you to direct Chief Mack on any other matters you believe to be pertinent. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Anytime anyone makes a statement or we get evidence of someone wanting to actually harm themselves, they're placed on direct observation. On direct observation, they receive a smock as well as a suicide blanket. And they're placed in an isolated room. It's just direct observation is what it really is. So we have a staff member outside the door that actually watches them around the clock, make sure they don't cause any harm to themselves.
When are the individuals who are under this status reevaluated for going back to general population?
That's done daily with yes care personnel.
Mr. Toomey, if you have any further examination for Chief Mack, I'll allow you to do so at this time.
Very briefly. Chief, is there a way for someone that's on suicide watch to have a direct visit with their lawyer?
Yes, we will pull the individual from the particular area that they're housed in and put them in our office with just the attorney.
Are there any remote capabilities for someone who is in the suicide or close watch observation wing?
Remote capabilities?
As far as phone calls, Zoom, tablets, things of that nature.
That person will be escorted to an office where we can actually see through the door, a glass window, and the officer will stand on the outside and just watch them from the outside.
And this is related to any concerns you have about self-harm?
Yes, that's because of we just keep constant view, keep them in vision, make sure that they don't do anything or pick up anything they can take back to the room and harm themselves later.
Okay.
Mr. Scalzo, do you have an examination for Chief Mack?
I do, Your Honor. May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may.
Thank you. Would you like me to proceed from here?
That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. Chief Mackey, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Mack.
Chief Mack. Chief Mack. Have you listened to this 25-minute call that Ms. Adelson had before she was arrested?
Not in its entirety. I actually heard the portion where she was speaking of wanting to do a pact with her husband. I'm assuming that's who the individual was.
Chief Mack, do you participate in the decision on whether Ms. Adelson needs to remain on direct observation?
No, ma'am, that's a medical.
Okay, is the medical person that makes that decision a psychiatrist or another person?
That's Dr. Sapp.
So Dr. Sapp, is Dr. Sapp a psychiatrist?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if Dr. Sapp has examined Ms. Adelson?
She advised me that she spoke with her on different occasions or been around the area while another clinician was talking with her.
Well, how is Dr. Zapp?
Sapp.
Zapp. How is Dr. Zapp? Zapp with a C, I'm sorry?
If you can spell it, Chief Mack.
S-A-P-P, Zapp.
Zapp. So how is Dr. Zapp supposed to determine whether Mrs. Adelson can be removed from direct observation if she doesn't evaluate her?
From what I was advised, she has evaluated her and also other members of her staff.
Chief Mack, would it surprise you if Dr. Zapp has not evaluated Mrs. Adelson at all?
I couldn't say that I wouldn't think that she would tell me something that wasn't true.
Do you have a report from Dr. Zapp establishing, I'm sorry.
I wouldn't take, because of HIPAA laws, I don't necessarily get involved with medical paperwork.
Chief Mack, did you come to court today knowing that you were going to testify about whether or not Mrs. Adelson was on direct observation or not?
I know I was supposed to be here, but the extent, I can't say I was privy to told that I was going to actually testify, but I was prepared.
And Chief Mack, knowing that you had to come here today possibly to testify, did you inquire how many times Dr. Zapp had met with Mrs. Adelson?
I did not, because they actually see everyone that's on direct daily, and it's more than just Ms. Adelson.
Chief Mack, are you aware that Dr. Zapp has never evaluated or met with Mrs. Adelson?
I can only go what I've been told about this fact.
Chief Mack, are you aware that Dr. Pugh is the only psychiatrist that has seen Mrs. Adelson, and that was on November 27th?
I didn't get that information as to who saw her. All I needed to know, all I needed to be privileged to, that she needed to be on direct observation.
Chief Mack, do you have a list of all the times that Mrs. Adelson has been evaluated to determine whether she can be removed from direct observation?
Like I previously said, the only time I know they see them daily. And with that, I don't get any paperwork because I'm not a medical professional. I'm just making sure that her safety is taken care of.
Of course, Chief Mack, but just to be clear, I'm not asking whether you've seen any paperwork. I'm asking in preparation for coming here today, were you advised how many times she had visits?
No.
Did you ask how many times she had been visited?
not just knowing that she's being seen daily. I don't ask who actually saw her or what the conversation was pertaining to.
Chief Mack, if she is being visited daily, would there be a report of those visits?
Yes, it should be notes that they take.
To the, daily?
Right.
Okay. And Chief Mack, if what you're saying is what you were told is correct, there should be a report from Dr. Zapp and from whatever clinician is meeting her daily, right? About the evaluation.
Yes, I would assume it is.
And Chief Mack, did you know that Mrs. Adelson was actually arrested in Miami?
Yes.
Okay. And did you know that she spent some time in jail in Miami?
Yes.
And did you know that she was there for about 5 days before she was transported to Leon County?
Should be something like that, yes.
And were you aware that she was at a county jail, very similar to the Leon County jail?
Well, I've never been to Miami's facility, so I can't tell you exactly what they do or what their policies are.
Okay. Chief Mack, were you aware that Mrs. Adelson was also on direct observation in Miami-Dade County for a period of time while she was there?
No, I didn't actually see any paperwork of it.
And Chief Mack, did anybody tell you, any of your clinicians tell you that actually Mrs. Adelson was evaluated by the same psychiatrist over a period of 72 hours in Miami, and she was released to general population?
I heard something of it, but I don't necessarily, I go by the contract provider when we want anything in the mail.
Who told you that she might have been evaluated in Miami and released to general population?
It was just something that was said. I think she may have spoken to an officer and said.
Chief Mack, if she would have spoken to a clinician about that, you wouldn't know about that, right? Because that's HIPAA?
I wouldn't have known about it because I didn't speak to my clinicians. I just speak with them about Ms. Adelson in general.
What general conversations are you having about Mrs. Adelson with your clinicians, Chief Mack?
It's just how they evaluate her and where she is in her evaluation.
Okay.
She's going to be released on a step down program or anything of that nature.
Okay, can you tell us generally what you have been told? What was her evaluation like? When will she be stepped down? What's happening?
That's something that they will tell me when that occurs, in the way of when she feels as though that Ms. Adelson is at that stage in the process. She will inform me of the step down process.
Who is she?
That's either of the yes care personnel. Normally, it's Dr. Sapp, Dr. Pugh, or Ms. Smith, Ms. Richardson, Tori Richardson.
Bitch.
Okay. So it's Ms. Richardson, Dr. Pugh, and Dr. Zapp. Those are the 3 people you're communicating with about Mrs. Adelson's treatment or step down process?
Periodically, I have a captain that actually is over medical, but I go through medical frequently.
Okay. Chief Mack, what did you do to prepare for today's hearing?
I actually just looked at some of the notes, even read the allegations concerning what Ms. Adelson was actually, I think it was more your allegations of what occurred in the facility.
What notes did you review before you came here, Chief Mack?
Other than looking at event logs, pretty much that was the extent of it.
What are event logs?
Event logs, what the officer said actually on the direct observation, and documents what's happening while she's on the direct observation.
Has there been anything that stood out to you in those event logs that the officers are leaving behind?
Mr. Scalzo, before this continues on, I want this to remain focused on the subject matter of the motion itself. This is not a deposition. If you have further examination, I'll allow you to finish.
Thank you,
Let
Honor.
a bitch know.
Chief Mack.
Let her know, let her know, let her know. Let her know, let her know, let her know. Chief Mack, what do you do to keep such a robust and juicy behind? Chief Mack, how does one get a look or a squeeze at that caboose? Chief Mack.
Are you aware that the only person that has been communicating or evaluating Mrs. Adelson since the one time on November 27th that Dr. Pugh saw her is Ms. Richardson?
I'm not aware of who all. I know Ms. Pugh seen her once or twice. I'm not sure, but it's just I'm getting information from my HSA and Dr. Zapp.
So to go back, you're saying Dr. Zapp has personally told you that Dr. Zapp has visited Mrs. Adelson?
She told me she was in the area with Ms. Adelson. I don't know because I wasn't present as to what occurred during that meeting.
So what does it mean she's in the area? That she was around?
Yes, ma'am. That's what she advised me, that she was around.
Did you interpret that to mean that she evaluated Mrs. Adelson or that she was around Mrs.
I
Adelson?
interpreted it as she being present in the area.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
Mr. Chairman, redirect.
Perhaps two. Chief Mack, Ms. Richardson, is she a mental health counselor?
Yes, sir.
All right. If there were notes regarding the interaction between mental health and the defendant in this case, where would those notes be?
I'm going to be in a medical file.
Recognize this document as her medical file. It's moving around a bit. It's been a day.
Yes, I would say that was a medical file.
All right. You know if anybody's asked for these? Like me?
No, sir.
That's all good.
Chief Mack, you may take your seat. Mr. Toomey, the place I did want to start with there being a procedure in place is to assure that this is not random or arbitrary. Is there a procedure?
Chief Mac, thank you for your service, and I hate to see you go, but love watching you walk away.
With regard to inmates with self-harm concerns or direct observation?
There is. It's standard in each and every jail. It is that until a mental health counselor or another mental health provider, like a psychiatrist or psychologist, is assured that that person does not possess or present a risk of self-harm, then they stay on that status. And they figure out where that status is by charting daily. Mental health counselor sees her.
Have you been able to provide a copy of either the policy or the patient file to Ms. Adelson's attorney?
I haven't been asked. I can tell you, before this motion was written, no one has asked for these medical records because I am the final arbiter in this state for this client. I decide whether the records are going out.
Very well. Moving on to the second issue that this raises, Mr. Scalzo, there is a very specific separation of powers issue that this poses for the court. The sheriff runs the jail. I run my courtroom. The DCAs have been fairly clear when it comes to the court essentially directing medical care, what goes on in the facility. It's basically a no-no without an actual violation of the Constitution. What is my authority to actually step in the situation and give you what you're asking for?
Your Honor, I believe that there has been a violation of the Constitution here. There is, Ms. Adelson and I have not been permitted to talk behind this glass wall that they're speaking of. The first time we spoke was Friday. She was on speakerphone, I was on speakerphone, and she was sitting with a guard seated next to her. And the only way that that call was facilitated was because Ms. Georgia Kappelman was nice enough to call the jail and arrange it. I have called the jail repeatedly over the past 22 days, begging to be permitted to either speak to Mrs. Adelson or for Mrs. Adelson to speak to me, and no one responds. As to Mr. Toomey's response that nobody has called him, nobody has asked him for records, I tried calling the general counsel's office repeatedly in the past week to try to resolve this issue. I understand what's being said today in court, and like I said in my motion, I understand that there's separation of powers, and I understand that the court is limited in what they can do in directing the jail. But I think that one thing that Your Honor can do is, you have heard that the jail, and Mr. Toomey said it, he's the arbiter in the state. All jails run the same. The jail in Miami-Dade County cleared Mrs. Adelson, a psychiatrist, a mental health professional that works for the state, that works for the Department of Corrections, has said that she is not required to be on direct observation. She comes here and all of a sudden that changes. So I feel that there's some sort of disconnect. And I think that there needs to be a third party evaluating her to make the determination. And I think that that's not an unreasonable ask. That's something that the jail can accept. And I think the state is not opposed to that. So that's what I'm asking the court, to allow me to bring in my own mental health professional to evaluate Mrs. Adelson and make a determination whether or not she is a suicide risk, or for the jail to accept the determination or speak to the jailers in Miami-Dade County that observed her and made a completely different determination about her mental state.
To the jailers?
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Pimentel, what administrative remedies are actually available to inmates absent the court stepping in?
That is a key question when it comes to injunctions.
Yes.
There are two means. First, there's a grievance procedure in the jail that can and must be followed. Second, there is always civil suit, either in this courthouse or the fancy courthouse up the street. So there are legal avenues in place that preclude the entry of an injunction. There was something that was just said. I am not the arbiter for the state. I am for this client in the jails that they have in this state when it comes to sending out the medical records. It's either by release or by subpoena. The authority is there.
Mr. Pimentel, do you have anything further to argue on behalf of the sheriff?
Well, Your Honor, I need to put something on the record first. James Pimentel, General Counsel of the Sheriff's Office. I've been Sheriff McNeil's General Counsel for almost 7 years now. I've never heard from this attorney. I haven't heard from anyone representing this defendant. And the assertion, sir, that they've attempted to contact the Office of General Counsel. I have a paralegal. I have email. I've never been contacted by this defendant or this defendant's counsel.
Very well. I'm going to make my findings as follows. As to the issue of their...
He said, I don't know this bitch. I never heard of this bitch. I don't.
Being a Sixth Amendment violation where there is no access by Ms. Adelson to counsel of record. I cannot find that. However, Ms. Adelson being able to confer with counsel privately. Mr. Toomey, Mr. Pimentel, is there an ability to make accommodation for that even in the observation wing?
Yes, Your Honor. We have a protocol.
Very well. What I would ask you to do then is please speak with defense counsel as to what accommodations can be made so she can visit with counsel privately as she prepares for her case. Obviously, there's a very voluminous amount of discovery that's already been provided by the state. Is that correct, Ms. Kappelman?
Yes, Your Honor.
She is going to need to be able to speak in private with her attorney and go through all documents, all records, all manner of evidence that the state is seeking to use as a part of its case in chief. Does she have ability to use either a computer or some form of multimedia while in direct observation?
Your Honor, she wouldn't be able to do it while in a direct observation cell, but we would make accommodations through security to make that occur.
Attorney.
I can't really hear what they're saying. Hold on. Yeah, I'm put these on.
And go through all documents, all records, all manner of evidence that the state is seeking to use as a part of its case in chief. Does she have ability to use either a computer or some form of multimedia while in direct observation?
Your Honor, she wouldn't be able to do it while in the direct observation cell, but we would make accommodations through security to make that occur.
Very well. According to the policy that you already have in place, when will her status as residing in direct observation be revisited?
Every day, Your Honor, on a daily basis.
Right, Mr. Scalzo, as to issuing an injunction against the jail, I do not believe I have the authority to do so. The District Court of Appeal rulings, and I'm specifically going to cite to Bradshaw versus Sandler. This is found at 955 Southern 2nd, 1219 for DCA case from 2007. That specifically dealt with a trial court who ordered a defendant to be taken to a dentist of his choosing. Similar, by analogy, for me to allow Ms. Adelson to be seen by a psychiatrist or psychologist that is a third party is stepping on the separation of powers in that regard. Until there's been an exhaustion of remedies with regard to whatever internal procedure is available for her to avail herself of regarding grievances or other matters with the jail, an injunction is not something that I can entertain at this point. Did
You get what you get, bitch. You get what you get.
wish to be heard further?
No, Your Honor, not on this topic.
Ms. Kappelman, did you have anything further you wish to argue on behalf of the state? Right, Mr. Toomey, Mr. Pimentel, and Chief Mack, if you can get with defense counsel, I think that will eliminate next time the need to have any hearings on a basis such as this. Obviously, Ms. Adelson
AKA,
was prepared
don't waste
for
my
her
time.
trial. She is entitled to do so, but the sheriff runs the jail. I fully recognize that, and I respect that. Do you wish to be heard further?
Nothing further.
Right, let's move on to the matter of the arraignment, also why we were here this afternoon as well. You are excused.
Your Honor, before they're excused, I would like them to provide me, yes, their business card so that I may contact them. Thank you.
That's fine.
I need your business card and the name of your manager. Now.
I will do on LinkedIn because I-
And also, who do I ask for when I call the corporate office? Can I have your LinkedIn? I hate this girl's hair. I hate her hair.
As to the matter of the arraignment, does your client waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
How does she plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Not guilty plea is entered for the record. While we're here, we might as well have a brief case management as well. Ms. Kappelman, I believe you stated you've already provided discovery to the defense.
Yes, Your
Mr. Scalzo, realistically, how much time do you think it's going to take you to go through what you've already received?
Honor. Your Honor, as long as I have access to Mrs. Adelson, as has been stated here in court, and she has access to be able, as you know, there's recordings in this case, and as long as she's able to listen to them and we're able to listen to them together, we plan to proceed to trial promptly.
Very well. I was thinking of when another case management date would be good to kind of keep a good status of this as far as where it's moving. Is February too early, or would you prefer March?
No, Your Honor, I'd like earlier. I don't, as long as I can communicate with Mrs. Adelson, I'm happy to have a status in January, if that works for the court and the state.
Ms. Kappelman?
Horrible. Hair is horrible.
I definitely don't want to push too hard too fast, but once we get locked into a trial date, absent there being good cause, we're really not going backwards. So I want you to give me realistic estimates as far as how much time it's going to take to prepare. As far as any depositions that you're already aware of that you are going to take in this matter, have you identified those? Have you noticed any?
No, Your Honor, because I have not been able to discuss that with Mrs. Adelson.
Very well. We'll pick back up with this then in January for status. Cheyenne, if you could give me the dates for January. All right, we'll put it on January 9th. I believe that's Ms. Dugan's docket date. January 9th at 2:30. You may appear by Zoom if you need to. And we'll readdress the matter then. Does either party have anything further to address concerning case management, at least for today?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
We are in recess. For everyone on the Zoom, I'm about to turn it off. That was the conclusion of the hearing. Have a good afternoon.
This bitch. We're in for a fucking ride. I'm going to be doing lines of the Adelsons from now until the trial starts. Jesus. Missy, look up the video of Donna on Wheel of Fortune. Wendy was on the game show too. Oh, I totally will. I totally will. Go watch Wendy's police interview. It's wild. I know I have so much to catch up on. And listen, we've never done a 3+ hour class. So I know it's like this all at once, but homegirl needs her break. But yes, we're gonna do it together. Class might be a little longer these days because we got the Kevin's book, we got Karen Reed stuff, and I'm fucking invested. Kelly, Florida courts allow jurors to ask questions too. Oh, that's cool. That's probably how it should be, right? Julie, she literally watched the money because that's what she thought money laundering was. The shooters bitched about that during the trial, said money was wet. Well, I thought it was. I thought I had. Then they can't trace it. Harvey, why didn't you tell me? Oh my God. All right. Guys, what a morning. I did not expect this. I thought it would be hour and a half and done. What a fucking morning. Thank you for joining. Please go check out Kathy, our guest speaker today, our teacher from down the hall. Please make sure you go show her some love. She does a half-hour video every day. She's pretty amazing, and she's the one teaching me about this today. Also, YouTube has been being weird and sucking ass recently, so just make sure you're subscribed because a lot of people have been getting unsubscribed. Also, a lot of people have been being like, I don't get my notifications. Oh, and I said that I would show you because someone asked, how do you, like, they're like, I can't figure out the live chat. It was Donna. Donna asked me. Donna was like, Jimmy, I'm watching you from the tablet in jail and I can't figure out the live. It's broken. And I was like, no, it's not, Donna. So let me show you. Okay. Okay. So you go and you start a video, right? Let me do it on someone else's so I can show you how to get notifications too. Say I'm watching one of my favorite divorce court episodes of Rolling Ray, right? And I'm not subscribed to divorce court. Okay, so you see like this. See how it says subscribe? So what you do is you hit subscribe, right? And now you see this little thing right here comes up this. You click this. Boom. Oh, bitch. You click the bell. See the bell? Click the bell. You see how it says all personalized, none or unsubscribe? If you click all, that's how you get all your notifications. Okay? That's how you get all your notifications. Also, to watch the live chat replay, which some people, you were like, it doesn't work. You'll see the comment section. Okay? You see this box of the comments, and you swipe it this way. Oops, sorry, my bad. Oops, sorry, bitch. Oop, come on, James. Who's this? Oh, I'm sorry. You swipe it the other way. That way. Swipe it that bitch. I can't do it backwards. It's so fucking hard. You see this, okay? This right here. This comment box. You swipe it and then you press it. Boom, you're in the live chat replay. Okay? Let me show you again. You swipe it. Regular comments, you swipe it, you press it. Boom, it's right there. Boom, it's right there. Boom, 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 and let me hear you say, well, well. All right. Thank you so much for coming to hang. It has been such a fun class. Such a fun class. I'll see you out with Gabby, Wendy, one of my faves. Thank you for coming and hanging out, and I appreciate it. Hope everyone had a good time. God bless. Like, subscribe. There are links in the description for Kathy. Also, there's Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal if you want to support the school and help our leaky roof. Also, there's Cameos available. I will see you guys tomorrow. We do have class tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow morning. God bless.
Who's this diva? Who's this diva? Because I know there's some new ones coming around these parts. This is the first time. This is the first time they're learning about this. Who's this? Because the whole crowd's doing it. Oh, because now everyone wants to do it so you can jump on the bandwagon. I know you. I know you, and you're not going to like anything I have to say. And I'm telling you right now, I'm on to you. I say one wrong thing and you're going to drop me like a bad habit. You're going to drop me like a hot fucking potato. There I go. I came and I went to stay away from people like you, and you need to stay away from me. We don't give a fuck about you. Why don't you kiki away from me? Escort Jimmy to table 12 full of the Australians, a table that deserves to be harassed. Because the people around here know. They know, and they just get it.